The rise and fall of TikTok's fake psychic.
This is a self-proclaimed TikTok psychic, and what she's about to do will change her life forever.
Where she investigates and actually seemingly convicts people by using the very reliable method of reading tarot cards.
A University of Idaho professor is suing a
But how is she convicting people of murder using tarot cards though? Because that's not usable evidence. It's like not even a pseudoscience. It's beyond that. You can't just go, well, the cards are saying that you murdered them. Like, they're not going to use that in a court of law.
TikTok personality posted a series of videos accusing, without any credible evidence,
this is not a feeling, this is knowledge.
About half of all crimes in the US go unsolved, but there's someone on TikTok who...
No way. No way. What level crimes? What level of murders go unsolved? That's probably like a lesser percentage. Because, you know, what level of crimes go unsolved? Like, who stole your bag or something like that? Like petty theft? I doubt if that's taken into account, yeah, no. What level of U.S. murders go unsolved? 63% of violent crimes in the U.S. are reported to police and unsolved. No way. What counts as a violent crime, though? Like anything like from assault, murder, harassment. What's a violent crime? Murder, manslaughter, rape, robbery, and assault. Okay. And they go unsolved? Robbery is a violent crime?
who says she can solve them all. She's a psychic who claims she can expose the truth by talking to ghosts and spirits. But there's a problem. A lot of people think she's absolutely insane, but others actually believe she's psychic. And when you hear about all the trouble this so-called psychic has caused for the police, victim...
Well, those people are just idiots. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick. But, like, bro, if you're paying, like, the people that are believing her are the people that go to psychics and give them, like, $500 to tell them about their dead mom. And, like, they're going to go, she misses you. And because they have, like, some weird attachment. And they just want somebody with, like, some sort of credibility to give them an answer that they want, right? It's talking to a psychic a lot of the time. I'm not saying 100% of the time. Talking to a psychic a lot of the time is like just personal validation where you're kind of paying somebody to tell you what you want to hear in a more profound way.
And everyone else, you'll understand how crazy this all is. This is the rise and fall of TikTok's fake psychic. The rise of the psycho psychic.
Because you never hear a psychic go, your mother hated you. Hold up. I'm hearing her. Yeah, she said you were a bitch. She never liked you. She's happy she's dead because she didn't want to be around you anymore. Like that would happen at least once, right? It doesn't, though. If there is real psychics out there, they're not on TikTok. That's how I perceive it. If I were ever to meet a real, true psychic, I don't know. I just perceive them being like a very secluded... Like, it's like an underground thing. You know, you don't just go on social media and be like, I can read minds. I can understand. I can predict things. I'm able to use cards to read and you like do like card readings on TikTok Live. Like, have you ever seen that shit? I'm like, you're doing a card reading through my TikTok app for me?
By talking to spirits and reading tarot cards. Although this sounds far-fetched, it still gave her a lot of attention. Ashley quickly gained 105,000 followers and 2.6 million likes on TikTok. It's not clear if Ashley's followers actually believed that she had powers or just wanted to see her make a fool of herself. But one thing was clear, Ashley truly believed.
Bro, also motherfuckers just be following anybody on TikTok. Out of all the followers I have on TikTok, I guarantee you fucking half of them have seen one of my videos ever, watched it halfway through, went, huh, follow, and then never saw me again.
Believed she was psychic. She was so confident that she wrote Ashley is God in her TikTok bio. But talking to spirits wasn't her only superpower. Ashley told her audience that she could also read minds, predict the future, and see visions of the past.
I have a gift.
You would be a billionaire. You would be a billionaire. You would be a billionaire. If you had the ability to do that, You would be unstoppable. If you were able to read people's minds, predict the future, oh my God, predict the future. Super Bowl, let me take out a bank loan. Coming from a donut guy.
Have the ability to read into minds, read into past events, and into the future.
With thousands of followers watching on TikTok, Ashley began to use her psychic powers to investigate unsolved cases. It was a part of a segment called Ashley Solves Mysteries. She picked cold cases and high-profile investigations and
But then what the fuck did she do? Read a tarot card and go blah, 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 like some random guy and be like, that person did it.
described in detail what happened in each crime and who did it.
I decided to pull cards on the case of Myrna Salihin. She's an Indonesian woman. She was...
Remember, these were unsolved cases, meaning no one was ever found guilty. So when Ashley used her psychic abilities to investigate a case and name a culprit, she was basically accusing people of crimes they were not guilty of. Despite making these bold claims, Ashley never provided any evidence to back up her accusations. When asked why, Ashley said it was...
But how did she come up with a name of a guy? Okay, now I'm falling for the psychic thing here. How is she coming up with a random name of a person that exists? Unless it's a very basic name. Mark Smith. John Pork. John Pork did it.
Evidence because her information came from the spirits, which meant they were true.
To be asking me for evidence, that's just ludicrous to me. That's just like...
How's that ludicrous? It's the court of law. What? That's... what do you... To be asking me for evidence is ludicrous. What do you mean? That's the whole point. You're accusing somebody of murder. This is like something you need to go to court for and have like a trial. Like you don't just go, yeah, this guy killed them. The cards told me.
Ashley got more popular. She began publishing books along with her social media content. She created a book series called Solving Mysterious Deaths, where she used her spiritual gifts to solve cold cases. She also released books about manifestation and spirituality. For a while, Ashley had a small community of supporters who believed her every word, but that was all about to change. In 2022, Ashley's spiritual crime solving made headlines when she started making videos about the biggest crime of the year, the University of Idaho tragedy, the crime that caused her downfall.
The worst crimes we see in town involve things like bike theft or cars getting keyed or something like that. We're a nice little artsy town that provides a great quality of life to a lot of people.
The city of Moscow near the
Wait, is this the 4 dormitory students that were like stabbed to death?
But on November 13th, 2022, everything changed when it turned into a major crime scene.
There are plenty of questions and very few answers after 4 students at the University of Idaho were found murdered in their off-campus house.
It was already really sad that 4 students passed away, but the case became a national tragedy when everyone found out exactly how it happened. An intruder broke into the house where the 4 students were hanging out, took their lives, and escaped. People looked to the police for answers, but they were quickly disappointed. The cops had no leads and no suspects. Soon, every major news network was covering the story, and millions of people followed the investigation closely. One of these people was Ashley, the TikTok psychic. But while everyone saw a tragedy, Ashley saw an opportunity to gain clout. The victim's family...
Yeah, making money, bro, that shit would piss me off. If I was the parent of the kid that died and I went on TikTok and some woman was like reading tarot cards trying to figure out who killed my daughter or son, I'd be like, dude, fuck you. Like, that's actually some bullshit. Like literally panning cloud off of dead people.
Police pressured the police to find whoever was responsible for this terrible crime. But it wasn't going to be easy. The cops looked through security footage, checked phone records, and questioned anyone who could be a suspect, but they found nothing. Their only lead was that a white 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra was spotted in the neighborhood when the crime happened. The police found around 20...
God damn, dude, that's such a common car. And even then, that doesn't even link that car to the murderer.
2,000 vehicles that fit the description of the car and started slowly going through them for clues. But the cops weren't the only ones trying to solve this case. Ashley was too. While they were looking for physical evidence, she was conducting a spiritual investigation, talking to ghosts and spirits. And just 11 days after the crime, Ashley announced that she solved it. She knew who the culprit was, and it was the last person anyone expected. Ashley solved the crime. On November 24th, 2022, Ashley posted another video in her Ashley Solves Mysteries series. However, this was
Dude, she's gonna get sued to the ground if she just accuses some random guy of murder.
a special episode. Instead of looking into an old case, Ashley was using her psychic abilities to solve a current investigation, University of Idaho case.
This is not a feeling, this is knowledge. I see the reading.
Right from her first video, Ashley didn't hold back. She said that the person behind the demise of the 4 students was a woman named Rebecca Schofield. Rebecca was a professor at the University of Idaho, the same college the victims went to. But why would a college professor commit such a terrible crime? Ashley had an answer. Technically, it wasn't really her answer, it was from the spirits. After accusing Rebecca, Ashley went all out. She filmed video after video breaking down the case from different angles. But what Ashley said in her videos was so shocking, it stirred up a lot of controversy. Ashley claimed that the spirits told her that Professor Rebecca Schofield was behind the crime. Now she needed to explain why and how it happened. This is a story that Ashley...
I don't know, man. Okay, this is just an assumption. I don't want to sound sexist or anything, but 4 people getting stabbed to death by like a middle-aged short woman seems unlikely to me. Like when I'm imagining, I don't want to say a man probably did it, but a guy probably, they were asleep. You would wake up. You don't think you would wake up at all? Somebody breaks in your house, they start stabbing people, you think they could be that quiet? Maybe. I feel like I would wake up. 4 people get stabbed to death in silence. There has to be some level of noise or struggle.
Ashley claims the spirits told her. First up was the motive. Ashley's tarot card reading showed that Professor Rebecca and Kaylee, one of the victims, were having an affair. It all began when Kaylee went to Professor Rebecca for advice about her career, which made sense since Rebecca was a college professor. As Professor Rebecca gave Kaylee career tips, their relationship evolved from teacher and student to something more intimate.
Rebecca Schofield mentored Kaylee Gunkoff.
Do we know that she was even a student of this professor? Because at a given college, you won't even meet 80% of the professors at your university, maybe more. So unless she did research on what classes these kids were taking, like how would she even know?
Sorry if I say her name wrong, Kaylee, about her academics and her future. During this time, Rebecca Schofield took a liking to her and insinuated about being LGBTQ.
There was just one rule. The relationship had to stay a secret. Professor Rebecca was married. Furthermore, the college wouldn't approve of a romantic relationship between a teacher and a student. But even with all the risks, the two continued to
That shit still happens all the time, bro. That shit happens all the time. That's not uncommon.
Each other. Ashley also explained how the affair helped Professor Rebecca discover her romantic identity.
And she knew she was lesbian, but she didn't have the heart to live that life out loud. She said that she was so introspective that she lost her connection to her husband and that she needed to focus on her finding her truth.
However, according to the TikTok psychic,
What? How do you out of the blue go, yeah, the ghosts told me that your professor's actually gay, was fucking a student on the down low, and then they told their friends, so she killed all 4 of them. That's not even like, that's like so hyper specific.
Things soon took a turn for the worse. The two began to argue frequently and the relationship became rocky. Kaylee, still a student, felt frustrated because Professor Rebecca tried to control her.
She felt that Rebecca Schofield was emotionally needy and insecure. Kaylee felt like Rebecca...
There would be text to this shit! What? What? They would go through, the people that died, they would go see if anybody that they had previously argued with or started some beef with to give a culprit on somebody that would have a motive. She's just pulling this out of her ass. She's actually just making this up.
Schofield wanted to dominate her so that she could feel less insecure and more comfortable. So they had a power struggle.
Things got so bad between Professor Rebecca and Kaylee that they decided to take a break from the relationship. Eventually, they broke up completely, but the breakup didn't fix the problems between them, it just made things worse. Professor Rebecca loved teaching at the university and she was scared that Kaylee might tell others about the affair. If that happened, Rebecca would lose her job, her reputation, and her marriage. It would completely completely ruin her life. To protect everything she cared about, Rebecca made a terrible choice. According to Ashley, the professor decided to shut Kaylee up once and for all.
Rebecca feels
That doesn't describe why she would kill the 3 friends.
threatened. She feels that Kaylee is going to tell on her. So she decides to concoct or come up with a plan to have Kaylee killed.
Ashley claimed Professor Rebecca had an affair with her student Kaylee and then decided to get rid of her after they broke up. But the key part of the story was how Rebecca actually did it. Rebecca allegedly convinced Kaylee's ex-boyfriend Jack to help by offering to pay him.
At this point, she decided to keep her secret safe, that Kaylee had to be dead, and that Jack DeCour was going to help her do it. So she meets up with Jack DeCour in an inconspicuous place. Jack just wanted some money. So apparently there was something that happened that interfered with his goals and his dreams. He wanted
356 likes, 163 comments. Episode 94. Oh my God.
to be able to pursue whatever goals and dreams he had in life, and Rebecca Schofield kind of fed into that.
Together, they hired someone to sneak into the house and target Kaylee, along with anyone she may have told about the affair. This included Kaylee's boyfriend and her housemates. Ashley was accusing a respected professor of planning an assassination, which was insane. Considering how serious her allegations were, some people demanded she provide evidence to back up her claims. But Ashley didn't have a shred of proof. All she had were her tarot card readings and psychic visions, which she presented as fact. However, Ashley insisted she had no reason to lie.
Let's just dispel the rumors. No, I do not know Rebecca Schofield. I'm not connected to her in any kind of way. I'm not emotionally tied to her or any of the victims. I'm not connected to anyone. I have no reason to lie on her.
Ashley said that the evidence against Rebecca would...
You know she would have had to look that shit up, though. Like, she would have had to put the story together in some way. There's no way she just listened to the ghost. Like, if she was genuinely psychic, she would be Googling these people and being like, is this even a real person?
The students that night and before is evidenced in the app that Rebecca Schofield used to communicate with all of her collaborators.
So with all these videos out slandering Professor Rebecca Schofield, what did she herself think about it? To put it simply, she hated it. Professor Rebecca didn't say much in public, but behind the scenes, she was preparing to respond. And Rebecca's response would be so savage, it would start a war between the two women. Professor Rebecca fights back. Professor Rebecca was shocked that a TikTok psychic she'd never heard of was accusing her of a crime she didn't commit. It was like a terrible nightmare. At first, the allegations were just irritating, but that irritation slowly turned to rage as Ashley kept posting
She should just sue her.
videos. Even worse, these videos were going viral, being viewed and liked and commented millions of times. This was no longer a ridiculous conspiracy theory. Ashley's videos began to ruin Rebecca's life. Professor Rebecca was constantly insulted and bullied on social media. People flooded her email with hateful messages. Some even threatened her physically. Rebecca tried everything to stop this madness. She sent several cease and desist letters asking Ashley to take down the videos and stop making them for good. But they were all ignored. Instead of stopping, Ashley...
Oh my God, bro. But then you just sue her to the ground, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's like, this is literally just definitively defamation. In a court of law, this would be a 2-day court case. She would fucking lose instantly.
Doubled down.
About to put this demand letter Rebecca Schofield attorney sent me by tissue so I can wipe my with it.
Ashley's fans didn't just bug Rebecca. They also contacted the families of the victims, trying to convince them that Ashley had solved the case and Rebecca was guilty. Things got so out of hand that it started affecting the actual police investigation. The cops haven't found any suspects yet, but they were being bombarded with calls from Ashley's followers demanding they arrest the college professor.
For weeks, investigators have been combating a lot of misinformation on this case, but they say this claim that this professor is somehow involved in the murder is perhaps the most high profile, as it has been shared online millions of times.
In the midst of all this chaos, Ashley kept on making new videos, bragging that she was the sole reason Professor Rebecca was going to be looked at as a suspect. This left...
Yeah, they'll look at her and go, yeah, no fucking way she murdered them. And then move on.
Professor Rebecca with only one option. She was going to sue the TikTok psychic. On December 21st, 2022, Rebecca Schofield sued Ashley Gillard for defamation.
A University of Idaho professor is suing a so-called internet sleuth for defamation after the TikTok personality posted a series of videos accusing, without any credible evidence, that the professor was somehow tied to the November murders of 4 college students.
The lawsuit explained that Professor Rebecca had no connection to the victims in any way, not even as a teacher. None of them took her classes, and she never met or...
Bro, that's what I said in the beginning. Oh my God, no fucking way. She just pulled a random professor off Google and fucking said this shit. They weren't even her classmates. Or not her classmates, her students. Like, it would, oh my God, why didn't she just look into that? Like, it would be different if she found out what major this person was and, like, say they were a literature major, like, fucking accused a literature professor. This would be like someone dying in the fucking biology, like, major, and then you accusing a fucking communications business degree professor. And being like, yeah, they were gay lovers, and it had to stay hidden, but it didn't, so she killed everybody.
Spoke to them during their time at the university. Most importantly, she never had an affair with Kaylee. Furthermore, Rebecca cooperated with the police and answered all their questions. And even the police publicly stated that Rebecca was not a suspect in the case. And to top it all off, she had the perfect alibi. On the day of the crime, Professor Rebecca was...
she in a different state. Oh my God. If she was like if she was like in a different area, oh my God, this is gonna be insane.
Nowhere near the college. She was
get the fuck out of here.
Thousands of miles away in Oregon with her husband and some friends. In her lawsuit, Rebecca...
she wasn't even in... She was in Oregon. And this woman's like, yeah, it was her. Yeah, no, it definitely was her. Bro, come on.
$75,000 to make up for the emotional stress and the damage to her reputation.
Only $75K?
Ashley's videos caused. The case seemed like an easy win for Rebecca. Although the lawsuit only mentioned the first 6 videos Ashley posted, there were many more videos that could be used.
Yeah, that shit's at episode 94.
Used as evidence. In total, Ashley posted more than 100 TikTok videos
about her? Nah, that's obsessive, bro. That's obsessive.
Accusing Rebecca of the crime. But this legal drama wasn't the only thing happening.
They were all 1 minute and 1 second long for that TikTok creator fund money. Nah, actually, I don't know. That's me just guessing. They were all exactly the correct length.
Courtroom, the hunt for the real culprit was still going on. And after weeks of searching, the cops were finally about to arrest the man behind the crime.
Wait, they did get him. You guys said they didn't.
Delusion just gets worse. On December 30th, 2022, 48 days after the horrible crime, the police finally caught a break and made an arrest.
That major break in the investigation into the murders of 4 Idaho college...
I would guess that it was just another student.
...college students. A suspect arrested thousands of miles away from the crime scene.
Who the fuck is that? I've seen this guy! Wait, why have I seen this guy?
Brian Christopher Koberger, a criminology PhD student at Washington State University, a school less than 8 miles from Idaho College. The police tracked him down after they checked the license plate of a white Hyundai Elantra seen near the neighborhood on the night of the crime. That car...
He was a criminology PhD? What did he want to see if he could get away with murder?
...belonged to Brian. Once they identified Brian as a suspect, they pulled his phone records. That's when they noticed something strange. Brian turned off his phone between 2:47 a.m. and 4:48 a.m., the exact time when the crime occurred. They also analyzed DNA found at the scene, which matched someone from Brian's family. The police then went to Brian's family's home and dug through the trash, where they...
Yeah, I heard about that. I forget who I talked to. It might have been Sneeg. No, it definitely wasn't. It was somebody else that was a criminology major, where, like, most criminals think that if you just hard shut off your phone and bring it with you and go kill someone, that it won't pick up that you were there. It still does. Like, your phone tracks you regardless of whether or not it's on or off. And most criminals don't have the wherewithal to just leave their phone at home.
In the case, Ashley was still determined to paint Professor Rebecca as the villain. Even after someone was arrested for the crime and she was slapped with a lawsuit, Ashley refused to back down. In fact, she told her audience she wasn't afraid of the lawsuit. She was excited.
I haven't been served yet, but I'm actually gleaming with excitement.
Does she always have her Christmas tree up? I feel like every video I've seen the Christmas tree.
I am going to
Is this around Christmas?
immediately start planning because I cannot wait to present my ideas in court regarding Rebecca Schofield and her role in the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students.
Instead of accepting...
Bro, so when she goes to the defamation case, she's not going to plead not guilty for defamation? Well, she is. She's not going to defend herself in, like, her freedom of speech and shit. She's going to just go up there and be like, This is why the cards told me this. She doesn't have evidence. She doesn't have anything.
Accepting that the case was closed, Ashley vowed to get Professor Rebecca locked up. As the court date drew closer, Ashley continued posting on TikTok, trying to convince more people that Rebecca was guilty.
Rebecca Schofield asked Jack Ducour to attack me. Not going to happen, though. The real concern is ...
In one clip, she said she knew how the lawsuit would end because she foresaw it in a tarot reading. Apparently, the spirits said Rebecca would regret this lawsuit. Ashley went on long, angry rants, even criticizing the size of Rebecca's legal team.
Also, why does she need 3 lawyers for me? 3 lawyers. Why does she need such a big defense team if she's...
Don't tell me she didn't get a lawyer and she's going to go represent herself. That's like the worst thing you could do.
The lawsuit was invalid because she lived in Texas and Rebecca lived in Idaho. This, however, wasn't true. The suit was legitimate. Since Ashley didn't respond to the lawsuit, the judge was going to let the case default, meaning Professor Rebecca would automatically win. But Ashley wasn't going to let that happen, so she decided to use a different approach, go on the offense instead of defense.
She's going to reverse sue Rebecca?
Decided to countersue Rebecca for millions of dollars. Ashley...
What lawyer would pick this up? What lawyer would pick... She had to have been paying this lawyer so much money. What lawyer would go, yeah, we're going to countersue Rebecca because you just falsely... Jayoma? No, Jayoma would be defending Rebecca, not her.
Tried to flip the narrative, claiming that she was the one being defamed by Rebecca. In a long TikTok video, Ashley explained that instead of asking to have the lawsuit thrown out, she wanted to countersue because she felt like her name was being dragged through the mud.
I was being defamed across the entire freaking United States.
Dude, people that spam post that much on TikTok too annoy me. Or just in social media in general. Like posting... Have you ever seen a TikTok account that posts like 35 TikToks a day? And it's like their entire life is just spent like recording, and they're never like living. They're always just like, my job's social media, and I don't post as much as some people on that app.
Defamatory information about me. So I wanted to file an answer. I felt that it was an opportunity for me to present my case.
Unlike Rebecca, who only asked for $75,000, the psychic wanted much more. She was suing for millions of dollars. If that doesn't sound crazy enough, here's something else. Ashley didn't hire a lawyer to represent her in the countersuit.
I literally said, bro, nah, this is like some cartoon shit. Going, I'm just going to show up to court and fucking represent myself is such a bad idea. If you're getting like a fucking speeding ticket, yeah, okay, go represent yourself. Like, you're going to just get fined, you know? But like, going to a fucking $1 million countersuit and going, yeah, I'm just going to talk to the judge.
She decided to argue the case by herself.
She hasn't actually seemingly hired a lawyer to represent herself in court. No.
I don't think many lawyers would represent her in general.
No. Ashley is indeed representing herself in court in a multi-million-dollar defamation.
In the countersuit, Ashley raised several defenses against Professor Rebecca's claims of defamation. For one, she argued that her TikTok videos weren't made to harm anyone, but to help protect society. Since Ashley truly believed Rebecca was guilty, she felt it was her duty to inform the public to help the investigation and to prevent more people from getting hurt. She also defended herself by saying the lawsuit was violating her rights as an American citizen. She claimed her videos were just her exercising her freedom of speech doing investigative journalism.
You have freedom of speech, but that's why it's not investigative journalism, because she didn't provide any proof. She just made up a story. Investigative journalism, yeah, she wouldn't be defamed if she gave some sort of reasonable proof, because there's like, hey, you're just trying to explain this. Even then, if you're trying to do reasonable investigation and you're providing little to no proof, they could still sue you for defamation, because you are defaming them. If you're wrong, you're gonna get... That's why, dude, those accounts that do those like criminology things, they have to have like, there's different types of like business insurance you have to have. They have such high umbrella policies because those influencers get sued all the time.
Ashley said that her tarot cards and her psychic visions were proof enough. The court immediately rejected this, saying it wasn't real evidence. After that, Ashley tried a different approach. She said that her tarot readings were part of her spiritual beliefs and that it could be considered a form of religion. The First Amendment
old loophole. The old loophole. Wow, she's actually is defending herself there. It's my religion.
The Amendment protects freedom of religion. Ashley argued that being sued for her tarot readings violated her First Amendment rights. But once again, this argument didn't work. For months, they went back and forth in court. Due to the countersuit, both women incurred thousands of dollars in extra legal fees. But Professor Rebecca had a lot of public support.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, people are gonna fucking give her money. She got 38 grand. People will pay for her fucking countersuit, dude. Nobody gonna pay for the psychics.
Several GoFundMe campaigns were created, raising over $38,000 to help Rebecca pay for her.
You need more for religion? Yeah, it's not that easy to just go, well, it's my religious belief. If you need to like there's a lot in place to go, well, this is what I truly believe, faith-based.
Lawyers. Finally, after a long and
It
exhausting
can't just be your own spiritual beliefs.
legal battle, the madness came to an end. On August 8th, 2023, the court completely threw out Ashley's countersuit. It called her spiritual claims baseless and outrageous.
A TikTok personality's countersuit against a University of Idaho professor will not be moving forward. Today, a federal judge dismissed the lawsuit.
As of this month, September 2024, it said that Ashley Gillard still hasn't let this go. She keeps trying to refile the case without a lawyer, but no surprise, no judge is taking her seriously. Ashley's story shows us how dangerous it can be when someone spreads lies with confidence. As crazy as
Wait, so did she lose the 75K case?
Ashley's fans are, sometimes we get swept up in a narrative too. But with misinformation flooding the internet, we all need to think critically before believing or sharing. Because
oh, dude, for sure. What is still disturbing is how even when the real killer was found, she kept doubling down. Something seriously mentally wrong with her. I feel her children. Oh, she has kids? Oh, God. Claims to be a psychic who didn't see the lawsuit coming. Yeah, she said she could see the future. Worst thing somebody can do in these scenarios is accuse somebody without evidence. Those supporters of Ashley should get head examinations, like threatening an innocent University of Idaho professor. Bro, these are people that are chronically online. Baseless evidence. Yeah, no. Well, it's also just people that want to be a part of something, dude. People get really involved in people get involved in cases, in drama, and they want to have some sort of attachment to it themselves and feel like they're making a difference as well. So they see her video and then go, yeah, let me go threaten this person because that's going to make me feel better. The horrors of DoorDash.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming on Sundown because today we're going to be talking about food delivery drivers. I did some DoorDash this weekend, Nick. That's why we're doing this. Let me tell you, the whole operation, the whole DoorDash, the whole food ordering app industry, it's got to change.
Oh, I love it. I think it's very inefficient and also fucks over the food drivers. But being able to DoorDash or Uber Eats food at any moment is sick. It's overly expensive for sure. Yes. But I don't think that here's where I think it works is if you're ordering a large amount of food. If you're using DoorDash and you're ordering like $60 of food, it's probably worth it. But if you're ordering lunch, you're going to spend as much money on food as you are for it to get delivered. And that's when it's a waste.
For centuries, if you wanted to eat a meal, you either had to go out to a restaurant or cook the goddamn thing yourself. Today, however, you can place an order to a seemingly endless list of restaurants and have it.
Who the f is ordering ice cream on Uber Eats? That shit is showing up fucking liquid. You're going to be drinking that. Me? You've ordered ice cream on fucking Uber Eats? Yeah, then your DoorDash driver hits you with a, Oh, Ron has a couple stops along the way. He'll be there soon. Ron just picked up your milkshake. He'll be there in about 35 minutes. Oh, awesome. It'll be warm.
You can place an order to a seemingly endless list of restaurants and have it
to refreeze it
at your door without lifting a finger until you have to grab the bag. While many of us indulge,
I wouldn't even be pissed at the guy, bro, if he did that. Like, I couldn't be mad at him. I'm so serious. I would just be like, bro, you're good. I'm gonna refund that shit on Uber Eats or DoorDash. Like, don't even worry about it.
While many of us indulge in this
I'd feel so bad.
Service extremely often, we never stopped.
78% of Americans use food delivery services. Bro. Really? I'm definitely ordering more than 3.7 times per month.
We never stop to think about people who have to deliver the goods, right? We never take time to think about these drivers. I don't think about the Saints. You know, also, I started noticing that after a while, they started taping the bags. It's because motherfuckers are probably...
Yeah, opening that shit up and eating out of it. They be putting tape over the drink caps now. That makes me feel safer, like somebody in it just fucking poisoned my shit. Or yeah, no, when the bag ever looks like crumpled or fucked with, I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah. But that's why if you're a pro, you got your own stickers in bags to replace stuff.
I thought that you're gonna have your own utensil that you're able to squeeze in the bag and Mission Impossible the fry out of the bag or something. Being a delivery driver, whether it's on DoorDash or Instacart.
I've had a DoorDash driver before, or it might have been Uber Eats. It only happened once, but he picked up my order and never delivered it. Just ate that shit. This was probably like 3 years ago. I remember being so pissed. I was like, he just never delivered it. He fucking picked up the order, and then it was like 5 minutes. He was driving, and then he just disappeared. And it said order delivered. And there was no picture, no food. I contacted him. I was like, he didn't fucking deliver that shit. Other people are always hungry. Yeah, no. And I got the money back. So, if you want to eat it, eat it. But, he's going to get fired.
You don't make a lot of money. And then it's all based on tips. And then if people don't tip.
It's based on tips. And here's the problem of being a driver is it's based off tips. And the tips are based off order price. So if you're a fucking DoorDash driver, you want people ordering like $80, $90 worth of food because then they're going to tip you, $15, $20. But most of the time, you're going to be getting orders that are like $20. They're tipping $5, and you have to drive so many miles that you have to go there with increased gas prices. You're not breaking even. You're still profiting, but you're making like less than minimum wage in certain in certain moments. You tip delivery drivers in the U.S.? Yes. If I order, I usually tip whatever's recommended. So, they have a sliding scale where if you have a cheaper order, they try to get you, they recommend you to tip like 24%. Or something, but if your order's more expensive, then they get you to tip less. Why? Well, because it's like, if I order $150 of food, I'm not going to tip you $45 to deliver it, right? It's one bag. I'm going to tip you like $25, $30. Because I'm giving you money to deliver it fucking 6 miles, 8 miles, however far it is. But if I order like a Chipotle burrito, I'm not going to tip you 10%. Because then you're getting like $2. I'm going to tip you like $10. So I'm basically paying for like half of the order. So they have that. If you've ever used it, which most people have, 78% of Americans, you see they have a sliding scale on tip guesses.
Tip you get.
Dog $30? Yeah. Bro, keep in mind, I also, dude, I have my own, opinions on tipping. And I think in the U.S., it's like a shitty situation where people aren't getting paid because the business doesn't want to pay them, so they work off tips. So it's like, oh, well, if we don't tip them, then they'll get paid later on. If every single person stopped tipping people would have to fucking up the pay of waitresses and waiters, but that's not the system we live in, so I always say just tip. But I'm also in a situation that I tip more than the average person just because I make good money. I'm averagely tipping 25% at a restaurant. But I'm not going to stay, because I'm like, why am I being stingy? High cortisol activity, low cortisol 2026.
Recently, there has been a trend on TikTok of people saying they are now choosing to only have female Instacart drivers deliver their goods because male drivers keep messing up their orders. One woman gave her driver a super simple list asking for 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 pack of towels, and 1 pack of chicken. Despite the app stating that the man scanned a pack of chicken, what she got was 240 red Solo cups.
No, that's so funny, though. That is fucking hilarious. 240 red Solo cups. Oh my god, you're gonna be playing Pong for like 10 years.
A refund. You know what? In a situation like this, though, do you not just think that I'm doing multiple jobs at one time and I gave you the wrong bag?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Because they might have 3 bags in their back. They might have 3 bags in their back car, and somebody ordered that, and now some other dude's getting paper towels. Oh my god. Wow. This woman wants toilet paper, paper towels, and chicken. She gets red Solo cups. Meanwhile, there's a party full of people that are waiting on red Solo cups to be able to play drinking games, and they just get toilet paper and raw chicken. Don't worry, guys. The red Solo cups will be here anytime.
Sorry, dude, but I'm not a feminist, and I like men a lot. A lot. And I think, dude, if a man goofs up, you have to give him 75 chances.
It's true. Women,
Right?
one.
Women, none. You have to be perfect at all times. In another instance, a male shopper was tasked with getting a customer a tub of Neapolitan ice cream. After claiming they didn't have the brand she wanted, he sent multiple blurry pictures of what they had, only for it to be very clearly in stock. There's none. It's a fucking buffoon, man. I couldn't tell you. You have Ben & Jerry's? No, the fuck to the left. I see it in the picture, in your blurry picture. It's right to the left.
Well, aren't there a lot of like grocery stores and shit now where like Uber Eats and DoorDash drivers, they don't even do the shopping. Like a worker at Walmart has the job of DoorDash and they fill the bags and then the worker just shows up and goes, I'm here for blank. They pick up the bag and leave. That's the best system because then they're less likely to fuck it up. Because if a guy's job is to just fucking search for items, he knows the store, he knows where stuff is, it's quicker as well.
While staying at an Airbnb in Miami, a group of girls ordered a long list of basic groceries and necessities for their upcoming stay. When the order was marked as delivered, they expected to find it on the porch. When they opened the door, however, they found the driver simply tossed all the groceries all over the picket fence and left. What are we not seeing though in this? What are we not saying? We're not having the full picture on his side. Like I bet you think he's just like, can I?
Whole ass grocery order, bro. Like I don't know. I feel like there's like a level of it's different if you're like you have a disability or there's a reason you can't. But like, bro, why are we doing an entire week's worth of food on DoorDash? Like, I'm just go to the grocery store. You know, I think it's different. Like, it's a level of convenience where it's like, fuck, I don't have time. I'm going to order lunch. But, like, just go to the grocery store. Just go to the grocery store. If you're getting fucking $300 worth of fucking, or not $300, like $160 worth of groceries, go to the grocery store. Ron, yeah, literally, bro, Ron doesn't they don't grocery shop. The core guys just order all of their fucking food all the time on DoorDash. I can't believe he did that. He ordered a head of lettuce, and that's it. A head of lettuce. Imagine being the DoorDash driver that delivered that to Ron yesterday. You pull up. Oh, I'm here for this order. Oh, yeah, here you go. It's just a bag of lettuce. I've had multiple instances where I've gotten in an Uber. I told you all about this the other day. I got in an Uber XL. I order an Uber XL. I pay for an Uber XL. Uber shows up in a van. I go, fuck yes, dude. We got enough space. We could all sprawl out. Open it up. The back part is for fucking luggage. It's a fucking 3-seater van. And I'm like, hey, we ordered an Uber XL. The guy goes, literally. So we get in. We lap up. Right? We got fucking 5 people in a 3-seater back seat. Grown-ass motherfuckers. And then 1 person in the front. And the whole time I'm like, this guy is like actually just breaking Uber rules. Like he's picking up more expensive Ubers when he doesn't have a car that fits that many people. Gave him a 4-star. Worst Uber rating I've ever given was a 3-star, and it was because the guy was actually falling asleep at the wheel. I just feel bad. I gave a comment on that one. On both of them, actually. The 4-star one, I was like, car was too small. The one dude, he was biting his finger to stay awake. It was like 1 a.m. We Ubered back, and I get, bro, you know, motherfuckers need to hustle and make money, but, like, you're going to kill someone. He was, like, swerving into the rumple strips, and he was going like this. Like, biting his thumb to stay awake.
I have a feeling that it's just people that are just doing the Instacart. I think they're picking up too many jobs at one time. Also, is there probably more men that are doing this job than women? I feel like whenever I don't think I've ever had a female DoorDash person. That doesn't mean they don't exist. I'm just saying.
No, I get female DoorDash people all the time. I feel like men Uber at a much higher rate. Like, if I have an Uber driver, there's like a 90% chance they're a guy.
And that thinking about it now, it's usually a middle-aged man.
My guess is men, if they don't have...
It's usually a middle-aged man. It's usually a middle-aged man with lighting like this. And the photo of their face just like... And they'll say, and it'll be like, it'll have like their interests. I love reading their bio. That's like my funnest, that's like the funnest thing for me. I click on them and it'll be like, oh, this person's delivering knows English, Spanish, French, whatever languages they know, their rating. And it's always funny when they have a shitty rating. I go, oh, I'm in for a ride. Dude, because, like, anything below 90% means, like, people don't fuck with them. And you'll see a guy will be, like, 84% fucking rate. I'm like, dude, he's about to get, like, fired. It'll be, like, loves blank. You got to bring that up. Do that shit. Next time you hop in an Uber, see their interests, bring it up. So, I heard you're a big fan of golf.
For the rest of the Instacart drivers that don't have this issue, it can be extremely challenging and dangerous. After receiving a regular order of groceries, a delivery driver walked up to a home and was shot by a man that thought he was an intruder. What? Why? Why would you do that? My DoorDasher's near. Did someone say Taco Bell? Oh my God, who are you? Ah!
You would sue for so much money, though.
Fucking forget that. Unless it's somebody in the house ordered it, it just seems like, I don't know.
This is what happened. He told
Well, and you're also shooting a guy that didn't even intrude. He's just outside of your house.
him, leave it at the door. The guy knocked.
You know what? If a DoorDash driver, I'll say this, I'll say this and I'll stand by it. For any reason, if a DoorDash driver opened my door to set my stuff inside, I'd shoot him.
Oh, he opened the door? That's, yeah, I don't know.
Hearing it out loud seems a bit excessive.
Somebody opens the door, yeah, you're getting blasted.
So there's no reason that a person should be opening my door to come inside my house. I would assume that something bad was happening. Was it that situation, or was it just a guy who was just like firing rounds through his front door?
I'd get a riot shield.
I'm gonna have the COD riot shield so I can walk up to my average DoorDash driver experience.
Like you're a rainbow character, just fucking like holding it down. What is that guy's name? Montagny?
It turns out that the man's wife placed the order and didn't tell her husband. So, when the motion detectors went off, the husband sprang into action and shot him with no hesitation.
What the fuck?
Not the motion sensors. Does he do that with animals? How many times have you had a motion sensor go off like a raccoon? All the time.
And you forgot that you ordered that shit or you didn't check, bro? Like, I think it'd be different if the guy was holding a weapon. But, like, your motion sensors go off, you spring up, you're worried, and then you see the guy's holding a bag of fucking food that says fucking Chipotle. I'm going, oh.
All the time.
That's when I bring out my gun.
Exactly. That's why I fire aimlessly. Maybe there's...
His wife ordered it. Still, would you not... Chat, before you shoot someone, are you not checking... Like, oh, he's just delivering food.
Whenever a customer places an order, they often feel entitled to have the driver do whatever it takes to get their groceries to their door, no matter how ridiculous of a feat it may become. One shopper accepted an unusual order of 4 24-packs of water bottles, 6 12-packs of water bottles, and 7 4-liters.
Yeah, see, that's, like, fucked up, because then you're making that Uber driver carry, like, a shitload of weight. And why are you ordering water?
Of distilled water and 7 4-liters of mineral water. My God. When they reached the customer's home, they requested...
My lift is not working, just letting you know. You have to deliver at my doorstep. I live 17th floor. All right, so he's just fucking with him. All right, yo, my elevator doesn't work. You have to carry fucking 140 gallons of water. up to my fucking apartment. You have to use stairs. I want all the water bottles. Please don't cancel my water bottles. Otherwise, I have to complain against you. I don't think that there's a world where DoorDash or Uber Eats is siding with the customer here. The fucking elevator's broken. He's requesting me to carry hundreds of pounds of stuff up 17 fucking flights of stairs to get a $6 tip.
Building was broken. Newsflash. It's outside. Come do it yourself. And in the end, the customer canceled the job, leading to the shopper's $8 payment being rescinded and increasing their overall cancellation rate. That's fair. $8? Ah, this is a depressing job. Oh my God. Besides driving people around, Uber also offers a meal delivery service called Uber Eats that is notoriously terrible to work for. Like other food delivery service apps, they pay their workers very, very poorly. Because of this, some drivers come up with creative ways to earn better tips. Jade Phoenix was a full-time Uber Eats driver.
The thing that I see, not with Uber Feets girl. What? I was going to say, not with Uber Eats, but with Uber, the thing that I've seen is somebody picks you up. You usually go, hey, or the driver will go, hey, I'm going to drive you here. If you want to ride back, here's my number. Call me and just pay me cash, right? And then they'll get the full amount. And I've done that. Right. And that's a little sketchy. Like I'm a guy, so it's like a little bit different. I'm not as nervous with it. But it's like the guy drives me, it's $40. He's making like 20 of it because Uber's just taking a huge cut. And he'll be like, hey, I'm going to be in the area. If you need me in fucking 4 hours, call me. And then I'll just come pick you up. And so that's usually like a better move.
Driver who claimed
because then they're getting more of the money.
Find a
and they're just pocketing it.
Secret method for raking in insane tips on literally any kind of order. When dropping off people's food and snapping a picture to confirm the order, she would purposely include her feet in the pictures.
There is no way that she's getting more fucking money from that.
Claims her tip significantly increased after she began this new strategy. She even received additional money on top of the tip after she sent them the original picture.
You got way more than expected. $29.68.
Do girls like men's feet? Men with feet. It's what psychologically? What is?
That would lower it, dude. Some dude fucking whips out his dog's hairy ass fucking feet, man. Just in the photo, dirty as shit, long ass toenails. Ugh.
Is that? What is the feet obsession?
I don't know. That's something I will never understand.
Didn't we try doing a foot video and it got demonetized or something?
That's the thumbnail. If for whatever reason you want to watch it, it's on Patreon, bro. There's no way.
It's not just the customers that are creepy horn dogs, but the drivers as well. After ordering food, a woman in the UK began receiving creepy messages from her delivery driver. She was being asked if she was home alone or if she was married. When the woman said she was taken, the driver began begging her to leave him so he could hook up with her. Leave her, baby! The man got so desperate that he began offering as much as £10,000.
He doesn't even know what the woman looks like. He's just offering a random woman off her name alone fucking $10K to break up with her boyfriend.
For her to break up with her boyfriend, there's no way the pussy could have been that good. UK pussy? You kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I don't think I can leave them. I don't think just can you leave the Chris at the door?
£10,000, Mom.
It shows you their profile. Yeah, but they're not going to be able to see you.
See what me can do.
While looking to the driver's account to report him, she found it even creepier that his
82% satisfaction rate. Chad, I was telling you, below 90.
Listed reasons for delivering was passion. I will say I've had a driver after delivering my thing be like, hey, I love your videos. And I say, oh, thanks, man. And then it's a thing of, you want to hang? Shit like that.
God, that's creepy.
That's so fucking weird. That is so fucking weird.
Exactly. 100 step.
Oh my God. Bro delivers your food. You want to hang out? No, fuck off, you weirdo. Bro, that or you meet somebody in public. They'll be like, bro, we should hang out sometime. Oh. I've gotten that like twice ever. And I awkwardly have to go, nah, man, I'm sorry, man. I don't really know you. I don't really know you, bro. Oh, we should smoke together sometime. No, I think I'll pass, man. I have no idea who the fuck you are.
Don't ever there's no reason to contact me or anyone ever. Or like that girl. Let's just get me out of this, that girl. If it's a girl now just being like, you know how hard it is for someone just to be like, no. I have no idea how you're going to react to that. You know what I mean? No idea. You've been around me when there's been people. So it's always a risk because we've had a lot of, we won't go into details, but we've had a lot of people that are.
That, bro, or more often, it's weirder when they're like, yo, you want to hang out? But sometimes it's like, yeah, I respect the hustle, but like, I'll meet somebody. They'll be like, yo, I actually do social media. Could you like follow me? We collab. Hey, buddy, I'm trying to like, eat my food right now, and you're asking me to follow you and collab. I think I'd rather not. And I'm not like, and then I come off as a dick, but I'm like, no, like I'm out, dude. It'll be like, I'm out with Brooke eating. You walk up to me while we're at the table, interrupt the dinner, which is a little odd. I think you should wait, if I'm being honest. I don't care if people recognize me. I love being able to talk to fans, but it's like, if I'm clearly on a date, I'm talking to my girlfriend, you're kind of breaking that space, which is odd, especially if we're eating. There's been times where I'm actively eating, they walk up to me. And then, like, on top of that, to be like, hey, could you follow me? Or the worst is when, like, dude, there's a level of, like, respect, too, where it's like, hey, could I get a picture? 99% of people, hey, could I get a photo? Yeah, sure. 1% of people, yo, dude, I love your shit. What are you fucking doing, man? Like, I mean, that's just, like, being weird. Like, just, Like, walk up and be like, hey, can I film you? Can we do a video? Blah, blah, blah. Like, can I take a picture? You're ungrateful. It's not ungrateful. It's just fucking rude. If you see that as ungrateful, like, I know you're probably rage baiting, but like anyone that sees that as ungrateful, genuinely unfollow me, because like the level of unawareness you have of like just like social boundaries is like fucking unreal. Like, if you're going to walk up to somebody that you recognize already filming and be like, oh, dude, what's up, man? You're putting on some animated persona. Bro, like, fuck off.
In 2025, one man placed an order and saw that his driver was parked just down the street. When he asked why his food hadn't been delivered, his driver said it was because his car had broken down. He then told the customer that he'd probably just refund it. Not believing a word he said, the man got on his bike, rode down the street to find he was Uber Eats driver sitting in his car, chowing down on his food. See, that's why I could never be one of these. I could never be one of these delivery drivers, because I know I just see their order, I'm like, oh damn, you know, or go to some place, I'm like, what is this place? Get it? Smell good.
One little back can't hurt.
The customer confronted the driver, only for him to be left speechless before peeling out in a panic. That's a good way to choke, though.
Oh, wait, what does it say? He said his car broke down, so tracked my order to find him eating
speechless
it.
Before peeling out in a panic. That's a good way to choke, though. At multiple restaurants around the world, you can find signs banning delivery drivers and from using the bathroom. This obviously upset a lot of drivers, who pointed out that it's actually against the company's agreement with these restaurants, as Uber requires them to give drivers access to their bathrooms, okay?
Yeah, I think that's odd. If you're an Uber Eats driver, you should be able to take a fucking piss. It's different if you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking sponge bath myself in the McDonald's bathroom, but it's like, hey, I'm here to pick up an order. By the way, can I fucking piss real quick?
Assholes. And many don't care and continue to enforce the ban, meaning many drivers are forced to make frequent pit stops and even piss in bottles, trucker style. I mean, come on, dude. Stop at a gas station. That's not that big of a deal, is it?
It's not on my route.
What's an average interaction with a fan? I'm a fan. And now I'm me. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Dude, I watch you all the time. And I go, oh, really? That's awesome. He goes, bro, I love your YouTube videos. I was watching you 2 days ago. Can I get a picture? Yeah. Take a picture, dap him up, have a good day. That's it. Regular interaction. But see, you have 100 interactions, you're bound to have like 3 or 4 that are just weird. The common awkward interaction is they go for a fist bump, I go for a dap up, or vice versa, and then we hit the awkward switch. And then it's like, meeting a fan annoy you? No. It doesn't annoy me meeting a fan. It annoys me when they stare at me from 50 yards away for an extended period of time, because either A, they're not sure that it's me, or B, they're just too scared to walk up to me, especially if they're in a group and they're all kind of hovering around each other and just constantly looking up and staring at me. It like ruins the potential for me to have a fun time if I'm like out and doing something nice, because they're kind of just like stalking me from afar. Like, just walk up to me. And so what I've done now is I've gotten pretty good at, like, if I see them, I know they know who I am, because there's like a certain stare they give. So I just break that so I don't have to deal with that. And I walk up to them and I go, do you know who I am? And I've never had somebody yet go, no, because it's pretty obvious. Like, they're going, staring at their phone, staring at me. So I'll just walk up to them. I go, you know me. And they go, yeah. I go, thank fuck. I usually go, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to break, like, the awkward. The only time I've ever denied people of taking a photo was when I've been in a hurry. Like, there was one, literally, while I was coming back from the trip with Jack, there were 2 guys that recognized me. I'm literally walking to my gate. They're actively boarding. They go, Joe Bart. I go, yeah, bro, what's up? And I just keep walking. And I'm like, fuck, I know they wanted to talk to me, but, like, I had to get on my plane, you know? So it's like shit like that. It's like, I feel bad because I'm like, oh, damn, they probably thought I was annoyed. But, like, I'm not annoyed. I just, like, I got a dip.
Even the robots that Uber employs are being targeted and destroyed. In Philadelphia, both restaurants and residents were excited about Uber's plan to deploy delivery robots in the city, but some angry citizens had other plans. Which, dude, fucking clankers, what are you excited?
Yeah, or, well, if that happens, if you have, like, a delivery bot fucking try to deliver your shit, it flips over, it can't autocorrect itself. So does the app just cancel your order and refund you? Or do they be like, oh, we need to get a service agent to come fucking fix it?
Citizens had other plans. What you do? Fucking clankers? What are you excited for? Clankers rolling around your city? Here's these little drones taking our jobs.
The homeless are fighting back, though.
I'm glad. After
The homeless people in big cities are fighting delivery bots.
Only 1 month, multiple robots had been completely destroyed or vandalized. Many were left to decay on the streets as well. Online, multiple videos show people kicking them and sitting on them. Others purposely block and place them off their set path.
Oh, it is easy to get food out of them. I wonder how hard the lock is to break. But if you are a homeless person, it's like, you know, you're not really hurting anybody stealing that food.
Sitting on them. Others purposely block and place them off their set path, causing them further delayed deliveries. This hate for delivery robots runs deep, my friends. And in fact, one man has an entire social media account dedicated to aggressively screaming and harassing any delivery robots they see in LA.
Watch what you do. Don't come at me. Don't come. We're going in a fucking shade. Don't you dare.
Arvin is on duty? Wait, are these operated by people? Or are they just giving this robot a fucking name?
Come at me like that. No, excuse you. Excuse you.
Are you under the Terminator 2 mentality?
Wait, what? Most delivery robots are highly autonomous, not remote controlled. There are there's humans on standby in case something goes wrong. That's the same thing with Waymos. Like, Waymos are AI self-driven, but there's, like, people in case something goes wrong. I hate how they just give them names, dude. Why are we giving a name to a fucking robot? It's the delivery robot, bro. Arvin. Arvin's on duty.
Exactly. Just in case there's a conscious in there. Hey, buddy.
Hey, delivery robot driver, hope you're having a good day. UFO. After all this, Uber still plans to keep the robots in the city, claiming they were designed to be tampered with and send alerts when they break down.
There you go. They should have them explode if people mess with them.
Yeah, exactly.
They let out just straight fart spray. You get near it and start fucking with it, it just starts spraying you. You just reek of shit the next fucking 3 days.
Oh, you're clinker.
5, 4,
what?
3, 2.
I mean, Akira.
Mark Rober type shit. Yeah, just fucking sprays you with mace. Straight bear spray to the eyes. Move out of the fucking way. I have somebody's Arby's steak nuggets to deliver. If you don't move in 3, 2, 1.
Like Sarah Connor. Ah! It's probably well known by now, but DoorDash as a company is extremely, extremely evil and has been caught treating its workers horribly on multiple occasions. What's fucked up is it's still an app on my phone. Is that food addiction? You tell me. Recently, the company had to pay out nearly $17 million to its drivers because from 2017 to 2019, it was caught using customer tips to subsidize drivers' base pay rather than adding tips to the overall payout. That is so fucking scummy. I'll do you one better, Nick.
Well, isn't it also proven that, like, there is somebody, I don't know if it was DoorDash or Uber Eats, but there was, like, a whistleblower that said that these apps, number one, or adding priority, like if you pay $3 for a priority order, it does actually nothing. It's like a myth. It's just farming money out of you. And then on top of that, like they have a system, like an AI, like computation thing to give a desperate rating to its workers. And the higher your desperate rating, the lower the order, like monetary amount they'll give you. If you're somebody that works for like Uber Eats and you are really scrounging for cash, you're going to have a high desperate rating, and therefore they're just going to give you the shittiest orders because you're just bound to take them. And so if you're like more of a casual Uber driver, they're going to incentivize you by giving you better orders that make you more money, like per order. Like a desperate Uber driver might make more money, but they're doing more orders that are shittier. I don't know if that's like definitively proven, but I remember that was like a big thing like a little bit ago.
Okay, order some Taco Bell?
Yeah. All right, well, they got me. It's gone. Definitely not downloading it as soon as I'm done.
Definitely not reinstalling that app in 15 minutes. Well, here's the weird thing is, are they owned by different companies? Like, is Uber Eats and DoorDash competitors? Because when you use both of them, they're identical in UI. Like, if you use, I've used both. They're identical. Isn't that not weird? Like, if you use them, like, it looks slightly different, but, like, the same scroll page, they just look the exact same. Like, if you're on the app, you have no idea which one you're using. They're definitely not identical. They're very similar.
In 2025, air traffic control workers up in the tower at Chicago O'Hare Airport noticed a small red car driving across runways and into restricted areas.
Wait, what? Delivery driver finds way onto secured areas at O'Hare Airport, drives miles before being spotted.
And into restricted areas. What the hell is that? Little Dr. Seuss car driving across. When they alerted,
were they doing it? Were they just like insane driving on the runway, or were they trying to like get a shortcut to deliver food faster?
Airport security. They stopped the car and discovered a 36-year-old man trying to fulfill a DoorDash delivery.
I'm on the tarp.
Oh, sorry, I'm lost. I don't know how I got here. I was just following the Uber Eats GPS.
Back.
Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, God! Like flying right above him. Whoa! How could you get in this area?
I think just an old guy got lost.
He's 36!
Yeah, he's not an old guy. I mean, you'd have to pass barriers, dude. I feel like he'd have to drive through a fucking fence. Like, you can't just mistakenly drive onto a runway. Like, he was right next to an airplane.
An old guy got lost. Yeah, if he was an 84-year-old man, I'd be like, well, yeah, he's what are you supposed to do? 36 and being like, well, I don't see why. How did you get there? How did you get past the gates? Do you think
it's not even get past the gates? Like, airport runways are so big. Chicago O'Hare Airport is so massive that it's like for him to get to an airport gate, he would have driven like 2 miles on this fucking runway. Like, he would have been passing planes that were actively moving around him.
He just did, I have a DoorDash, and they're like, and they open the gate? I mean, what the fuck happened? Apparently, he just drove straight through the gate at the front of the tarmac and began driving for miles up and down the active runway. I mean, there's planes everywhere, dude.
Well, once they saw him, they probably grounded everything.
You know what? The thing earlier,
your flight gets delayed. Sorry, there's actually a man in a smart car that is driving around our runway. We will be taking off as soon as he gets the fuck off.
Men doing this are so stupid. Where am I supposed to go? What terminal are you at? What gate? It was determined that this was somehow completely unintentional. An investigation ended up with the man being let go without any charges. How?
How did he unintentionally drive into an dude? Because it's like, right when you notice you're on a runway, wouldn't you just turn around? Like, okay, sure, he drives through the gate thinking that he's going into a gated neighborhood. But then the second he's on like a tarmac and he's seeing fucking planes land, I feel like he'd be like, oh no. Like, why would he continue driving up and down?
Regardless of how insane some drivers act, it's hard not to feel bad for them, considering that working for DoorDash is extremely draining. Unfortunately, however, some drivers take out their frustration on the customers. After trying to surprise their partner with some Asian food, one woman was shocked to see that her driver had sent her a picture of him next to a dumpster and peeing on their meal completely unprompted. Completely unprompted! How do it... See, this is what I'm saying, though. How do we know it's completely unprompted?
We're only getting one half of the story.
I think so. Don't get me wrong. I think these things do happen. Some just people freak out. But I think when people make these stories, you're leaving out a little bit of information, aren't you? What did you do? Hey, man, how you doing today? I think it's some stuff that's just being like, hey, just let you know I'm in line, whatever. I'm in line, because you get a message like that from DoorDash sometimes. I'm in line, picking up your order, exclamation point. I bet some person would be like, make it quick. Just a little...
Yeah, piss them off. Where are you? Where are you? Why are you driving so slow? Okay, buddy, fuck you. I just wouldn't deliver it though. I wouldn't pee on the order. No, you know what you would actually need to do? You don't pee on the order, you still deliver it. You just shake the bag up. You go, "Oh, there's liquid." Fucking put it down. Still good food, but it's like, oh, now it's all over the place.
I'm sure piss all over it. Appalled
fries all over the bag.
By this, the woman asked what was going on.
You bitch, I piss on you.
And all he said was, and I quote, "You bitch, I piss on you," before ending the conversation.
I don't know. Where is I have? DoorDasher's name is Negman. Where is I have? Front porch.
All he said was, and I quote, "You bitch, I piss on you," before ending the conversation. The woman called the police and allegedly got his car impounded. However, when she posted the DMs to r/DoorDash expecting sympathy, many of the customers found the situation funny, which enraged her even more. It is funny. Fuck,
Oh, it is funny. No, it actually is funny. I would also like try and get him fired, but in the moment I'd be like, that's kind of hilarious. I'd be annoyed. I'd be annoyed for like 5 minutes because I'd be like, fucking hell, man. Now I need to order more food. And then you get him fired, and then you fucking,
fucking get
order again.
Over it. It's one meal.
You guys think this is funny?
Yeah, see that she definitely fucking did something.
I think she did.
Yeah, why are you posting it on Reddit assuming that people are going to be sympathetic towards you? That's our first problem. Some guy peed on my DoorDash order. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so upsetting. Oh, I would be so upset if I were you. Oh my God. My heart goes out to you.
Another driver was arrested after she got caught pepper spraying a customer's order. Courtney Stevenson had just finished delivering an Arby's order.
Bro, I heard about this one. Was this one recent? I feel like I saw this on TikTok. Yeah, 2025.
He got caught pepper spraying a customer's order. Courtney Stevenson had just finished delivering an Arby's order to a home in Evansville, Indiana, when she pulled out a small bottle of mace from her keychain and sprayed it inside around the bag. When the customers brought it inside and began eating, the wife began to choke and vomit, claiming her throat was burning. It's horrible, but it's also just... It would the fumes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like unless you ordered something that was like really spicy, wouldn't you be like, wait, this is like foul?
Alone would be someone saying that once again it's a Midwest couple being like, oh goddamn, chicken to China, the Chinese chicken, this shit is popping. Opens it up.
Yeah, you'd have to smell it.
It's not that bad, Carol.
Arby's just smells like pepper spray base. Bro, I've never eaten Arby's. At least that I remember. I think I've eaten Arby's maybe once.
I told you should have went with General Chow's. Courtney was charged with 2 counts of battery, resulting in moderate injury. 2 counts of consumer
It's like fucking biochemical warfare, dude. You're spraying food with fucking pepper spray?
product tampering, and was banned from DoorDash. The horse.
Do we get a reasoning? I hate when it's just like, we say this, we move on. I want to be like, why did you do that? Like, what made you go, I'm going to spray this order with pepper spray? Also, horrible fit. Horrible fit. We got blue jeans, a long black leather jacket, and just a tucked-in white shirt. Ugh.
A driver named Olivia was caught up in a massive scandal after receiving a delivery. The instructions stated to leave it on the front steps of the home, which I will say, the delivery note option.
This was the one that like blew up, where it was like there was like a naked man on a couch and she took a picture of him and she was saying that he was like waiting for her with the door open, but he said that she opened the door. I don't even know what actually the full result was of this case. I feel like she got like fined or something.
The delivery note option might as well not even be there because I've never seen them actually do it. It's almost always disregarded. I digress. When Olivia arrived, she noticed the door just slightly creaked open. After a brief inspection, she could see a naked homeowner asleep on the couch. Instead of
filming him's wild.
Walking away and reporting the customer on the app, she decided it would be a good idea to walk further into his home and record him. Everyone's probably seen this.
Her walking further into his home is a claim made later by the man in court. There's no publicly available evidence.
Story by now, but it still appalls me. I can't believe it. She then went home and uploaded the footage to TikTok, claiming she had been sexually assaulted.
Wait, hold up. This is a lot. Contrary to popular belief, the video you just watched is the only publicly available evidence. No original upload or ring cam video exists on the internet in which she opens the door that was slightly ajar, or we were not able to find it. The screenshots from the deleted video is just a chop of the original footage. In the only video that is on the internet, she does not touch the door, she does not enter the house, and she's very clearly follows the instructions from the note on the app, which, if followed, would force anyone to see the man on the couch. Yeah, I think that's where we're in this weird gray area where it's like, okay, well, why is this dude butt naked on the couch, and why is his door unlocked, and was it open? The only other existing footage is the additional footage mentioned in the police report is not public and therefore does not specify what the footage is. Oh my God, so it's not on social media, but the police have it? There's no publicly available video of her opening
If you
the
see
door.
a naked person sleeping...
Hold up. Although there are some really bad AI okay.
If you see a naked person sleeping, is that assault?
He's in his own home. I think where you get into the debate is why, yeah, you're allowed to be naked in your own home. That's not illegal. I'm saying if he ordered food and was naked in front of the door and left the door wide open, that's a problem. The debate comes from the idea of whether or not the door was open to begin with. Like,
that's the gray area. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know how cracked it was, blah, blah, blah. I digress. To me, it sounds like a drunk man ordered food and passed out on his couch, whatever. If it was fully open and it was a screen door and the person is naked there.
Yeah, and it's also different if he was, like, awake and, like, doing something versus him just being, like, passed out, drunk, asleep, naked. The door was probably cracked. She should have just left it and then opened it, saw him naked, and then filmed it. I don't really know, though. Like, I don't want to assume.
Actually, that would be like, what the fuck are you doing? The internet did not side with her and called her insane for walking into someone's home, even if the door was slightly open. Things would only escalate when she continued to post online, screaming at the top of her lungs and doubling down that she was sexually assaulted and how DoorDash was in the wrong for banning her. When local police got hold of her footage, they determined that the man was clearly drunk and asleep on his couch. This clearly indicated that there was no assault or wrongdoing since he was in his...
Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. Like, if he was, like, left the door cracked and he was, like, fucking, like, jorking it or some shit on the couch, like, that'd be, like, way fucking worse. But, like, I think the way that the lawyers are mocking it up against her was drunk man, ordered DoorDash, fell asleep naked on the couch, door was probably cracked. She should have just dropped the bag off, left, saw the doors cracked, opened the door, saw him naked, opened it more, filmed him. I don't know, though. Like, that's... I have no idea how this turned out.
But however, in January of 2026, she was charged with 2 felonies, one charge of unlawful surveillance, and another...
Oh, she got fucking charged?
No assault or wrongdoing since he was in his own home. For months, Olivia would defend her actions, but however, in January of 2026, she was charged with 2 felonies, one charge of unlawful surveillance, and another of dissemination of unlawful surveillance images, each carrying a maximum sentence of 4 years in prison. The saying a few bad apple ruins the whole bunch definitely applies to delivery drivers, as we've all had annoying experiences dealing with them. For some people, messing with their food is enough to put an entire app on their shit list, which justifiably so. Most of them do their jobs correctly, but there are plenty of drivers that seem absolutely incapable of doing.
But like, if it was like crap, why would she do that? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. We're never gonna know though. If it's like the lawyers have this video that isn't released to the public of like her opening the door, then that's like the biggest thing. Is like if the door wasn't open and she opened the door, then it's fully on her. It's literally one or the other.
So, the next time you order food online and it gets delivered correctly, be respectful. After all, you never know how insane their shift has been. Right, guys? And also, too, I will say, I mean, have respect for the DoorDash driver and stuff. It's a meal. It's a meal. Granted, you paid money for it or whatever. If they didn't deliver in the right spot and you had to walk a few extra feet to get to whatever, or you had to do X, it's not the end of the fucking world. You know? Did somebody fuck up your order and you had to, you know, you had to, like, live with another thing? These things don't make it justifiably... okay, just to be like, well, I guess I'm just gonna get walked over. But at the same time, just like let it fucking go, man. Or just don't order through the app anymore. You choose a different one.
Yeah, I think it's like, from a customer perspective, if you're having like repeated bad experiences, like just stop ordering food. You know what I mean? That was a good video, though. I did enjoy that. We gotta do push-ups, I know. I survived 24 hours in the world's deadliest jungle.
I'm here in the jungles of Costa Rica, one of the most biodiverse hotspots on the entire planet, and I am looking for the America's deadly...
I don't understand how sloths aren't extinct. I know they have camouflage and they move very slowly, but it's like they're so easy to fucking kill, are they not? How are they not dead? I don't understand how, like, even if they're like camouflaged slightly, I just feel like it's just so easy to kill them. Aren't they strong? They fight. Bro, Sketty, I think I could murder a sloth in like 5 seconds. Like, dude, have you ever seen some, they fight like this. If you try, this is a sloth fighting for its life. And they have those stupid cup claws.
Only have 24 hours before my flight.
A sloth would maul you. No, the fuck it would not. I'm not saying I would survive the Costa Rican jungle, chat. I would fucking die. Because here's the thing. Anything that looks nice is deadly. That's the weirdest fucking shit. Oh, look at this cool, like, neon green tree frog. It's poisonous. It's poisonous. It kills you. If you touch it, you die immediately. You shrivel inside your body like a raisin.
And these jungles are
oh yeah, let's fucking wade through the murky water.
crawling with poisonous frogs. If you eat me, you're gonna die. And
Bro, is this not stupid that he's holding it?
deadly snakes that can kill with a single bite.
A very, very dangerous snake. He's going to start striking at me for sure.
So if I want to find...
Like, why? Bro, I can't get over this shit. I know he's a fucking survival expert, but I'm saying, like, I'll watch Forrest Galante and all these other guys go in the jungle and be like, this snake would kill me if it bit me. I'm gonna go pick it up. It's trying to bite me right now. Good thing I have my bare hands to grab it.
I have to start here, along the banks of the river, where immediately...
This snake has enough venom to kill 3 small fucking Vietnamese children. Good thing I brought no gear to fucking help me. Good thing I'm gonna fucking grab it with my bare hands.
I'm face to face with one of the America's most fearsome predators.
So look at this. This is a mangrove ecosystem, and it's low tide.
This is why men die earlier than women? Yo, actually, though.
So we're looking for tracks, specifically for crocodiles, one of the America's largest predators. This is a saltwater environment, and what I'm looking for are slides. You can see there's one right there where a belly slide and some crawl marks are on either side, and it's who slid.
You know, I learned recently that crocodiles and alligators don't really have a biological death clock. They just get bigger and bigger until they can't support their own weight and die of starvation. Or, like, disease. That's so weird. That's not true. It is true. If you're alligators can live to like 100. Starvation, yeah, because they'll just constantly get bigger. Their organs don't decay like ours do, so they constantly just need to be able to feed themselves. It's like if they don't fucking lose food or get sick or die from like the hands of a human or another crocodile, they'll live. Like they'll just keep living.
See, and hoping we can find here in this environment before we head off into the jungle.
You should watch Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is a fucking con man and all the shit's fake.
Moments after finding the croc slide.
I do like watching Bear Grylls still, though. My favorite chat, dream collab, Jeremy Wade. Jeremy Wade, hit my line, buddy. I'll go deadliest catch with you. Let's go fucking fish, man. My name is Jeremy Wade, and this is River Monsters.
Look there, right there. See him? Look. Pull the boat in. Look at this big guy right here up in the mangroves is an American.
I'm dead ass. I'm not even surprised if Forrest tries to fucking jump on the back of this thing. Like, no part of me is going to be shocked if he goes, all right, let's sneak up behind it.
Crocodile. So this is the closest thing we have to a saltwater crocodile. It's these guys that hang out in these brackish estuaries like this where salt and fresh water mix in this murky, muddy water. And what's crazy is I'm only seeing one crocodile here, but I guarantee you there are dozens around. This is the one that's showing itself to us.
Crocodiles aren't just apex predators. They're vital players in Costa Rica's ecosystem. They control populations of fish, birds, and even mammals, keeping everything in balance.
And while this may be a top predator, one of the largest predators...
God, they look so fucking weird, bro. Like, I know we know... Like, I mean, they literally are dinosaurs. Like, they look fucking so weird. Like, when I stare at a crocodile, I'm like, what is this? I always wonder what their vision looks like because their eyeballs are so fucking weird.
The entire continent, it's by no means the deadliest. So we're on a search on this adventure to find the America's deadliest predator.
And if you thought that was crazy,
America's deadliest predator, and it's blurred, but it's like the size of a bowling ball. Do you think it's going to be a snake? It's got to be a snake. This is a fucking leaf.
Predator.
And if you thought that was crazy, I'm going to be searching for more and more dangerous wildlife.
Come here, look. Costa Rica is
like, it's pissing me off that he's wearing fucking shorts. He's wearing shorts and he's wading through this sketchy-ass water. Bro, you're dead if something fucking bites you.
Dangerous wildlife.
Come here, look. Costa Rica is a tiny country, only comprising 0.1% of the world's landmass. But in that 0.1% is 5% of global biodiversity. And we're heading into that jungle right now.
Hidden beneath the rainforest canopy.
Oh my God, I always forget wild parrots are real. Like, I always just assume parrots are like this domesticated this domesticated animal that people just have. There's just like actual fucking straight up macaws and toucans. Bro, toucans are real and not just the Fruit Loop guy. I gotta remind myself of that daily. Like, it's a real ass bird, bro. Wow. Look at him. Fat ass beak. How do they not topple over? You know how bad their neck must hurt? Like, this doesn't look real. I would say toucans and fucking platypuses or platypi are like two animals that just look fucking fake as shit. Like, I think crocodiles and alligators look weird, but they look like real animals. Bro, this shit looks like a fucking beaver with a disguise. Like, I kind of don't... Like, I feel like I could just grab its beak and pull it off, and there would just be, like, a little beaver mouth. But, like, he actually just has a duck bill face. And they sweat milk? They sweat milk? They sweat milk? They are monotremes, egg-laying mammals. They lack nipples, so milk oozes from their fucking skin. That's where you throw me off, dude. Egg-laying mammals. Right?
But its toxin is powerful enough to kill with a single touch.
So look here. You want to see something?
I thought a mammal is something that gives live birth. Why is a platypus a part of our group? You know, I'm not trying to like kick them out and like segregate a platypus outside of the mammal, you know, group. But like, fuck platypus, right? What the fuck? They need to be warm-blooded and give live birth. They don't give live birth. They're warm-blooded, sure. It's because they produce milk. Bro, but are we really counting that as producing milk, man? It's a milk thing. Okay, if it's a milk thing, that's just like, bro, they don't have nipples. You ever seen a whale like spew out like splooge or not splooge, like milk? Whale giving milk. It's so fucking weird. Look. Also, imagine giving birth to that motherfucker. Holy gaping vagina. Okay, well, this is just a fucking fake news ass video. Oh, here it is. This is the stuff that I was looking for. That's wild. That's AI? Oh. Wait.
The nursing process
Is this AI?
of the blue whale highlights a unique adaptation to ocean life.
Bro, this is real. This is no, yo, there's no way. Yo, I'm gonna get scammed when I'm older. Holy fuck. Bro, no, that's real, dude. What? What do you mean? Some of those are AI, sure, but one of them's not.
Really beautiful under this leaf right here. There he is. See him? Look at that little beauty. So this is a green and black poison dart frog.
Poison dart frogs may be tiny, but some of them carry enough toxin to kill a dozen people.
Awesome.
I'm definitely not touching this little guy.
Yo, I'm definitely not touching this little guy. Your finger's fucking 4 inches away from him.
But that same deadly poison has actually been used.
You're holding him on a frail leaf that's breaking.
People. I'm definitely...
What if he just jumped on you?
Not touching this little guy. But that same deadly poison has actually been used as a powerful tool for survival.
So indigenous people would catch these and rub.
I'm definitely not touching this little guy. Bro, what if he just went, boop, just jumps right onto your fingers? How does it administer the poison to you? Like, if you touch it, is that enough?
Survival.
So indigenous people would catch these and rub their arrows on that and then shoot sloths and monkeys, and the toxin from that would kill them and have them drop out of the trees. So there's 170 different species.
You ain't need poison to kill a sloth, buddy, trust me.
Of these beautiful little frogs. So the toxin comes from their diet, and what they eat is what bioaccumulates in their system to make them toxic. Now, the reason they have these super bright colors is aposomatism. It's a warning sign to predators to say, if you eat me, you're gonna die. And while this may be a super deadly animal, unless ingested, it's not the most deadly. So we're gonna continue on our way, let him go on.
Then touch it, Forrest. Touch it. If it's not deadly unless you eat it, why don't you pet it?
on the jungle and try and find the America's deadliest predator.
With the hours quickly passing by, I still haven't found the deadly predator I'm looking for. I need to keep pushing on, and that's when I spot something moving in the canopy.
This is a two-toed sloth.
I'm being too much of a sloth hater right now. I gotta chill.
Up in the canopy, this is so cool. This is the closest I've ever actually been to a wild sloth. Moving at 0.15 miles per hour, this guy is hanging out. Now
This guy's a fucking idiot. I mean, like, he's not even trying to protect himself, dude. What? Like, you're telling me that this is one of the deadliest animals?
These guys move so slowly that algae will actually grow on their...
Oh, God, they're so gross, dude. They're just, like, gross-ass animals. Like, that's the thing that I can't get up, like, rid of, bro. They're just, like, covered in poop and fucking, like, bacteria. They're just, like, a living fucking microbiome of, like, deadly shit. That's why they're deadly.
Backs. This is his little home right here. You can see he's just hanging out in this...
He does have a very poopable nose. To his credit, he's growing on me. This one is a very poopable nose. He kind of has a pig nose.
Little hole. Now what's crazy is these guys spend the majority of their life sleeping and hanging upside down, just like this guy was right here when I climbed up to check him out. As you can see, it's 2 o'clock and it's time to slow down. In sloth life, that means it's time for a nap. So there we go. Look at that. Brought to you by Formex.
This clearly isn't the
Is that a fucking ad? What? What was that?
deadly animal that I'm looking for, so I say goodbye.
This is awesome.
Is that an ad for a fucking wristwatch? What did I just see? Did we just film a wristwatch ad in front of a wild sloth? Does he know he's not getting paid?
All right, so hiked all day, and as you saw, it was dumping rain. So this water is pushing down like crazy, but it's not what we're here for.
I don't know, the sock length forest, that's really getting me too, man. I mean, like, if you're going that high up the leg, you might as well just go full knee, you know? Like...
We are here for America's deadliest predator, so this is awesome. Sun is starting to set. We're going to start our night hike soon and see if we can find some stuff tonight.
And right as the sun starts setting, I quickly see something that could potentially be our target animal.
Look. Look at this. Right here on the trail, right at sunset, is a boa constrictor. Ho, how cool is...
That's a boa constrictor? I thought boa constrictors are huge. Is that a baby?
Is this. So this is not the biggest one.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love constrictors like this, and they're the largest snake in Costa Rica.
I love constrictors like this. It just starts wrapping around his neck.
This one is obviously just a juvenile. I mean, he's probably 5 or 6 years old. They get a lot bigger than this. Typically, they have this pretty chill demeanor. Let's see if he bites me. Don't bite me.
We're baiting it. We're baiting it to bite you.
Yeah, they have this pretty chill demeanor unless they're going after prey, and prey for them is a mouse, a rat, a bird. So this guy's obviously hunting along the forest floor here right as the sun is going down, looking for something to eat.
That's so weird. He's so chill, bro. This is a wild snake that is just fucking happy to be held.
One thing that's super cool is take a look at the pits. You can see them there. So that gives him that infrared heat sensing, and then this big muscular body allows him to wrap up prey and asphyxiate them. So really beautiful. We'll just let him keep going on his way. That's so cool. Go on,
Like, he didn't defend himself. What if you started attacking him?
And while he does that, the sun is starting to set. So guys, time for headlamps as he continues to hunt, which is what he's doing right now.
This snake looks like the perfect... This snake has the perfect circumference to be held by a wristwatch. I wonder where I could find...
Headlamps on and walk down this trail here because it is starting to get pretty dark, and the scary reptiles are starting to come out in force, which is just what we want. So throw this on the head, get all set, and just don't step on them as we keep going, guys. This is awesome. We're in for a good start. That's a good sign for the beginning of the night, that's for sure.
What is that, just like a fucking snapping turtle? Oh, he found the snake. Then we're getting a snapping turtle. He somehow holds a wild crocodile.
Sign for the beginning.
A wild crocodile.
Of the night, that's for sure.
As the sun sets, the jungle enters a new phase as nocturnal
Where the fuck did he find that?
Predators begin to stir. The species I'm tracking is most active at night, using darkness as cover to hunt with precision. If I'm going to find it, this is the time. I only have 7 hours left, so I'm heading deeper into the jungle to look for a...
I feel like Forrest is like the prime example of a guy that really cares about animals and wants to show you it, but has to like pan into this like brain rot, like thumbnail content. Like, it doesn't annoy me, but like there's no shot he has a flight in 7 hours. Like, there's no part of me that's thinking that he's just been staying awake for 24 hours straight in the jungle, just wandering, being like, we need to catch our fucking United Airlines flight back. Like, he has a hotel to stay at.
America's deadliest predator.
Look here, look. Right here, look. There's a little spectacled caiman. I might be able to jump him.
Oh my God, this is the stupidest shit ever. As the cameraman, you're watching this, you're going, oh my God, wait, Forrest, you're gonna jump on that fucking thing?
Tommy, bring me the noose.
Oh, okay. They have a rope. They have a rope to grab him.
This is one of Central America's biggest predators right here. Let's see if we can get our hands on him, shall we?
No way he don't see the fucking rope getting slid around his neck right now.
There we go. Hey, bud. Gotcha. Look at you. What a beautiful little caiman you are, huh? Look.
You are a fucking psychopath. Is that a prop? No, that is a real ass fucking wild caiman that he just caught, and now he's gonna hold and talk about it.
Look at this. So this guy is a beautiful...
Dude, what if he bites you, man? Oh my God.
Spectacled caiman.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what if it just fucking bit his ass right there?
Is a beautiful little spectacled caiman. Whoa. Oh boy.
Oh my God. Like, that could have been so bad.
Got me there. Didn't let him wear out at all. All right, I see him. I'm gonna go get him.
Oh, you're fucking joking, dude. I feel like that's got to be a sign to stop.
It's gonna be real. Whoa! Look right next to him. There's a giant Central American snapping turtle. This place is alive with stuff. Holy crap! I don't even know what to go for first. Let's see if I can get my hands on this caiman without losing a hand. There he goes. Oh, there goes the caiman. But I got this guy. So that was insane. Went for a caiman, which we may still be able to recover. Had him in my hand, but then didn't let him wear out like you're supposed to do. He escaped, and then he led me directly to this guy. Look at this, a giant Central American snapping turtle right here.
Dude, those things bite through bone, man. Like, that would like break your entire arm.
Look at this guy right here. How cool is this?
That is pretty cool, though.
Look at that beak on him. How awesome is this? So look at this guy right here. Big, beautiful Central American snapping turtle. The caiman led me directly to him. Another really impressive predator. These guys are absolutely awesome, very closely related to the ones that we have in North America, of course. And the jungle just comes alive at night. And look how beautiful this big guy is. I've also just noticed that there's a snake overhead.
Oh my God, wait, that's the hissing noise?
So I'm gonna let this guy go right there and see. Oh man, he's getting up there.
No, this is like actually so scary though. Like he's just like raw encountering like 3 different deadly predators in like a 10-foot radius. Like, that's how fucking packed this jungle is.
How quickly we can get up to that vine snake. Give me my hook. Look right there.
Oh.
Come here, bud.
More like a worm snake.
Ha! How's that?
What is that?
Is a Mexican parrot snake. These guys are exhibiting one of my favorite defense mechanisms, which is where they hold their mouth open like that to tell you that they're gonna bite. They have a pretty bad attitude in general. I've never caught one that hasn't been bitey, and he will definitely strike here in a minute. Hooked him down out of the tree, caught him on his way down, and there we go.
That's like a snake I'd want to own. Like one like that. Like a little guy, you know? I would never want to own a fat-ass snake, but I think when people own snakes and they're like these little tiny guys, that's chill.
3 incredible reptiles.
Yeah, no, well, it wouldn't scare me. Like, I would never want to own, like, a big-ass snake that's, like, potentially dangerous.
In the span of about...
Yeah, like a corn snake.
3 minutes. I mean, that is absolutely wild. All right, you go back on your way here, pal. Up into your tree, going. Wow. What a crazy diversity in 5 minutes. I mean, literally, caiman to snapping turtle. There's another snake right there. This is insane. This is nuts. Literally, let caiman to snapping turtle to green parrot snake to, I think, cat-eyed snake, and I'm in toadies, I think. Let's have a look here. Look at this guy right here.
Bro, but that makes me nervous that there's, like, something around here that he's not seeing that could hurt him.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. You want to grab?
Like, that would freak me out so bad.
So I can jump down? There we go. Hey, buddy. Look at you. Holy crap. We've had quite the night. And you can see why these guys are called cat-eyed snakes. They have this beautiful cat-like pattern on their eye there. But look at that. Such a pretty little snake. 2 snakes in the tree. The turtle, the caiman. I feel like wherever I put this guy down, I'm going to find something else just based on how it's been going. But all that said, we haven't found what we've come looking for. We're looking for the America's deadliest predator. So we'll let this guy go. Keep going.
Bro, what are we looking for, dude? A fucking panther? Like, yeah, somebody said a jaguar spawns out of nowhere. Yeah, what are we fucking searching for? You just get mauled by an animal, dude?
Keep looking.
At what point have we found it?
And we have to be out here all night.
It's got to be a snake, bro.
We will be. Send this guy back on his way.
There's no way.
Hang out with the other.
There's no way it's anything but a snake.
Snakes.
That is about as good as it gets in the jungle. But I'm not leaving here without another shot at that caiman. After searching for what feels like hours, I finally spot him tucked into a small pond. But because of all the plants, the noose won't work. And with only 4 hours left, that means there's only one option left.
I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Bro, oh my God, he's gonna pick it up with his fucking hands. Like, he could just lose his whole arm.
Which is way more dangerous. 2, 3. Got him. There he is. Okay, so there we go. Oh, look at this guy here all tangled up. No biting, buddy, no biting. So look at this, one of the coolest crocodilians, not just in Costa Rica, but in the entire world. This is the spectacled caiman. And the reason that I know...
Hold in with one arm right now.
Undeniably that this is a spectacled caiman is his little spectacles right here. So see that bridge across the nose that connects his eye spectacles? That's where the name comes from. And they have this tremendous bony head plate. But what's cool is this is likely a young male. And the reason he was in such a shallow, clear area where he didn't have to go any deeper, any further, is probably because he was getting bullied by other males. So if you look here...
So he's a weak chud. Okay. Okay, we found a sub 3 in the jungle. But he got bullied off his territory. I see.
He's covered in scars.
I understand. Yeah, he's getting bit up.
So those are probably fighting scars from males going, get out of my territory. You're not big enough to take over. And so this guy's been sort of extradited, ostracized.
And we'll give him a free chicken. And break out the chicken breast packet. Let's give him a couple.
To hanging out in this little pool right here.
Help him out a little bit.
Now, sadly for him, he's been fiddled with one more time, but we're not going to hurt him. We're just taking a look at him as we're out here enjoying the jungle. He's actually, aside from
this motherfucker, this crocodile, right, or not, the caiman's going, oh, not again.
Scars really help.
Oh, first I get bullied off my territory. Now Forrest Galante's handling me.
And you can tell because of the big fat at the base of the tail here. See all that fat? That means he's eating tons of these turtles and frogs and all these various things that we're finding because he's storing all that fat. So he's going to go back, heal up. They have an incredible immune system, these crocodilians. Put them in the water. We'll keep going. Such cool animals. I love crocodilians. There's few creatures in the world that I appreciate more than a crocodilian. And while this is a deadly predator, it's not the one we're looking for, and it's certainly not the deadliest in the Americas. So we're gonna let this little guy go.
Bro, he just taking it too. That's the bad thing, bruh. I mean, yo, you're literally top dog in your jungle, bro, and you just got a dude holding you. Like,
the one we're looking for, and it's certainly not the deadliest in the Americas. So we're gonna let this little guy go back in the water, keep looking for our target species. So there he goes.
There's only 3 hours left, and I still haven't found the America's deadliest animal. I need to start heading out of the jungle.
So long night of walking through the jungle, but no sign of the big predator that I thought would actually be one of the easiest things to find. Sun's gonna be up in about an hour, and we'll keep going until the sun comes up. For now, we'll keep going through the jungle and keep trying.
And just as the sun rises and our final moments tick by, I spot something beside the trail.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, look. Look at this. Holy shit. Tommy, come in here.
I think they found this early on, put it at the end of the video.
Holy shit. Look at the size.
Like most YouTube filming, it's like he probably found this pretty quickly, and then it's like, oh, this is the coolest thing.
Size of that fertilizer. That is a monster. Listen, it's gonna be really hard to get the snake out. He's in a really tough spot.
He's really good at YouTube, man. Like, I'm not trying to glaze it, but it's like a lot of these guys that are, you know, in this fucking animal conservation space, like, don't know how content works. And he's, like, really, like, TV-ifying this fucking, like, content, which is awesome.
Come on, buddy. That's a big snake. This is going to be really hard to do without getting bitten. I'm worried about not getting bitten and trying to get this. Look at that snake. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that. That is a monster fertilance. A very, very dangerous snake. He's already in strike position. He's going to start striking at me for sure. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Okay, I got him. I got him. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
What is it? What is it? Is it poisonous? Is it poisonous? That's what I'm freaking out about.
That is a monster fertilance. That is the most dangerous snake in the Americas right there because of that incredible cryptic camouflage that he has.
Holy shit! Do we have anti-venom? Do we have anti-venom on us or something? Like, why are we so fucking confident right now? I just can't.
Now, let's see if I can pin him. Oh, come on, buddy. Whoa, did you see how close my hand was to his head? That was super dangerous. Holy smokes. This is the biggest fertilance I've ever seen. Look at the size of that pit viper right there. That is an insane animal. Let's see if I can slow him down for a sec. Okay, there we go. I got him. I got him. I got him. Look at that. Holy smokes. Look at that. Holy crap. Oh, don't like that. He's nearly getting me there. Oh, smokes. That is a huge fertilance. America's deadliest.
Here's the scariest thing for me is if, like, I was ever holding a snake like this, I would be worried for when I let it go, it's gonna attack me. Like, I feel like I would swing and throw it. Like, if I, you know, like, that would be, the play would be, like, throw it 30 yards away and then run. Because it's like, the second you put it down, I'm like, oh, it's just going to bite me.
Predator. Now, don't be fooled by this guy seeming to be pretty chill. If he were to reach around and get me, that's it for me. I am undeniably going to lose a limb. These guys have a highly toxic venom that if it gets you, if it bites you, say on the leg or on the arm, that skin, that flesh is going to rot away until you lose that limb or...
Brother. And he was like, oh, and like jumping out of the way. Like, bro, no urgency. I'd be like, I feel like I'd be wearing like chainmail armor right now, walking through this fucking jungle. Like, I would be head to toe, like Kevlar. I'd be like bulletproof, everything. You're not, like, I don't want anything biting me.
Goes gangrenous and he gets infected and you die. And the reason that these guys bite hundreds of people a year, and I mean hundreds, and dozens die, is because of how you saw him standing like that. Now imagine there was a log down on this trail and that guy was curled up on the other side of that log and one of us had stepped over and landed on him. That's it. Those fangs are through your shoe, through your sock, into your leg. You're hours from hospital care. And that's it, you're in huge trouble. So here he is, a magnificent creature, and look how beautiful he is. I mean, you can... This is dangerous. This is really incredible how stunning and spectacular this snake is to see. But there you go. That is it, the fertilance. Ooh, I don't like that. Holy shit, that's close. Don't like that one bit. Come here, buddy. We're gonna go back to the hook. Not worth the risk to do that anymore. We did it, we saw it.
Oh, fuck. Distract him with the piss. Distract him with the weird piss-poop combo. Oh, my God. Wait, the snake's a genius. Let me pee on his leg, and then he's gonna fucking be distracted. I'm gonna bite him.
We even saw the fangs came out there. And what's
Bro, just leave him. Just leave him. Just leave him. Just leave him.
Cool. These guys oftentimes are primarily frog eaters. So that liquid that you see right there, that is a super stinky liquid that they excrete as a
yeah, now it's all over your leg.
Secondary defense after biting. So that's what that is right there.
Oh, wait, that wasn't piss? That was like a defense spray. Bro got skunked on.
He's pooped it all over my leg. He's pooped it here. But he is locked on, being super aggressive, super dangerous snake. And that's it, guys. We've done it. We've come. We have found the America's deadliest predator. He's in my hands right here, and he's an absolute monster. So we're gonna...
Yeah, maybe honestly, he did film this in order.
Put him back in the log. Let him go on his way before something bad happens. And we did it. I hope you liked this video. Comment and subscribe. Let me know.
That was a really fucking entertaining video. Like, I think Forrest is like, bro, he's doing the YouTube game right, man. That was fucking awesome. Oh, yeah, and he just has the thumbnail. He has the Mr. Beast thumbnails, bro. He's got it. Look at this shit. He's getting millions of views, bro. He's pulling way more than me. 3 million a video. Like, averagely. On, like, old shit. That's crazy. All right. Yo, lock in, chat. Next video. Cars conspiracy. Lock in.
You to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
What is Mater God? Is that the conspiracy theory? I feel like I saw one that all the Cars people are like humans or something like that. Isn't that a conspiracy? That they're all actual people that have been like implemented into a car's body.
Hi everyone, this is a re-upload of my Cars theory because of some copyright issues. This version has an extra 6 minutes of content that was removed from the original video after the first day, so even if you've already seen it, there might still be some new stuff in here for you. Hope you enjoy. So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies is...
Yo, Cars 1, I rewatched the other day. That movie, chef's kiss. And, you know, Disney pisses me off a lot, but, like, that movie is actually so good. It's just a vibey-ass film. Like, that's all it is. Cars 2's better. I don't really remember Cars 2 or Cars 3. Is Cars 3 the one where they're in, like, fucking Europe or some shit? I know one of them sucked. And then they tried to recreate it with planes, and that was stupid. But Cars 1 was awesome. I know one of them was bad.
Like ours.
That's Cars 2?
Except for the small detail that everything is...
Cars 2 is the action one. Yeah, I didn't like that. I just want to see them race. That's the whole point. It's cars. It's NASCAR, basically. I want to watch motherfuckers race. That's the whole point. Fuck you. What do you mean? I'm not saying Cars 2 is a bad film. I don't remember it, so I can't judge it in that sense, but I remember even as a kid being like, why are they not racing?
Cars instead of humans. Which is a very weird premise for a movie franchise, and it only gets weirder the...
When did we watch a different Cars conspiracy theory? Because I feel like I vividly remember watching one about how, like, what do they eat? Months ago? Bro, but there's some Cars conspiracy we watched where they, like, eat something. Oh, my God. Or am I having, like, deja vu? Am I having deja vu? I feel like I remember a theory that cars are actually people. We 100% watched a theory where the cars in the Cars universe, they're humans. They're not cars. But what was that video?
A few things that everyone always loves to bring up. In Cars 2, we see a car pope riding in a sentient pope-mobile, so Catholicism exists in this universe, which implies there was a Jesus Chrysler who died for our car sins. There is a Cars TSA, which implies Cars 9/11 probably happened. There is a World War II Army veteran car, so this universe also probably had Car Hitler and every other historical figure.
Dude, Car Hitler's crazy.
And tragedy. Now, there has already been endless discussion about these movies, and the question that everyone loves to ask the most is, what exactly are cars? Because how can cars exist without humans? Everything about the way they look has clearly been specifically designed.
Yo, am I seeing into the future right now? This was uploaded 3 days ago, taken down and re-uploaded. I've never seen this. I swear to God, I've seen a car theory about how, maybe that's not this theory.
What purpose do these tiny little door handles have in sentient car world? So, because of this, a lot of people like to believe that Cars takes place in some kind of post-apocalypse after all the humans died out.
See, that's the theory I heard. Wait, no, that's the theory I heard. Yeah, they're like Waymos.
There was an AI smart car uprising, or maybe somehow...
I know it's re-uploaded, chat. It was uploaded 3 days ago originally. I'm talking something I saw 7-8 months ago.
How the humans became their cars or whatever. And for
this! I've seen this. Where they're like meat in the middle if you cut them in half.
Years, people have debated this and no one can agree on what the car...
Oh my God, wait, that's so disturbing. Like they're a fucking hermit crab. Ugh.
Debated this, and no one can agree on what the cars actually are. Not even the creators, who all have conflicting things to say about this franchise.
Yeah, how do they make more cars? And they have romantic relationships.
But I think the answer is actually pretty obvious. If you look at just the Cars movies themselves, and not the different creator interviews, or the Pixar theory, or Easter eggs from other movies, then it becomes pretty clear that this world has never had humans in it. I mean, first off, we can clearly see that throughout all the history of this world, everything has always been cars, even all the way back to dinosaur cars.
I don't know much about these dino things.
I know the logo for DinoCo kind of looks like a real dinosaur for some reason, but other than that one contradiction, it's just straight up car dinosaurs. It's always been cars.
What happened to the dinosaurs now?
And I know...
Damn, bro. So wait, you're actually just like a sub 3 if you get like born like in a Honda Civic. Like you could just be born as like a Lamborghini. Like you could just be a better car.
People like to say, oh, maybe the cars are just recreating human history. But even if that's...
So then is like them getting body mods on their cars the equivalent of human looks maxing? Makes you think.
Somehow true.
When they get like their muffler changed.
The human theory...
It's like getting, you know, like lip filler.
Theories still don't make sense because in the Cars world, everything is cars. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The animals in this universe are cars. The plants are cars. Literally, the mountains and clouds are car or vehicle shaped. This is not a world where just humans were replaced by cars. This is a world where everything, even the physical world itself, is car-shaped. We can even see a periodic table for just a few seconds in the background of Cars 2 that's been renamed to the automotive table of elements. And it's unfortunately too small and blurry to read, but there is a full-size version of this poster in Disney California's Cars-themed area that seems to show us that even the elements themselves have been renamed to car puns. And I like to think that this implies that even on an atomic level, the elements themselves that make up this universe are also car-shaped. So no, I do not believe that humans ever existed in this world. This is just an alternate reality where things are car-shaped. And I think there are two possible explanations as to why. You can either take a carvolutionist perspective and assume this is a universe where the car shape just happens to be the most efficient shape for survival and entropy, kind of like how we can see the golden...
Bro, but I feel like it can't be, bro. The most efficient shape for survival would be like an amphibian car, an amphibious vehicle. Something that could be on both water and land. Because, like, you throw Mater in the water, he dies. You know, they evolved. Yeah, they evolved out. But I'm saying, even then, like, wouldn't there just be better... wouldn't there be better? Everything evolves to crabs. How did they not evolve to crabs? That's an actual theory as well. That's, like, more scientifically backed. And we're all evolving to crabs. Everything becomes crabs.
Ratio spiral everywhere in our world. Or, like, how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass.
The crab shape is just fucking OP, dude. Look at that. Everything just becomes a crab. A spider-esque vehicle.
Like how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass.
That's not a pre-watch, chat. That's like a big theory. Why do animals keep evolving into crabs?
Or we can take a car-rationism perspective and assume there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. We do know there is religion in this world, and there has been mentions of a manufacturer in place of the word god.
Thank the manufacturer, you're alive!
So, you know, maybe Car God did it. So that is my Alex Bale take on all of these Cars theories. I am sorry if that's not as fun or dark and edgy as a post-apocalyptic human theory.
Where we all become sludge monsters through fucking radioactive mutation, and therefore for us to survive because we no longer have skin, we have to crawl into a car-esque figure that we motorize and power ourselves.
But I think it's undeniably what the actual...
I don't like how in the Carverse there's planes. I didn't know that. Or I don't remember that. But they keep showing planes. I feel like if everything's cars, then it's like, okay, why are there planes? Well, because, Joe, cars, because planes are effectively cars in the air. Okay, well then there's boats.
What the...
It's just all vehicles.
Actual movie.
Why are there no motorcycles?
Movies themselves support. Now that basically covers all the stuff that everyone loves talking
Planes are minorities. Do you think they get racially discriminated against?
About with the Cars movies. But the real reason I'm making this video is because there's still something...
Yo, whose video is that, bruh? This Pixar Cars theory is not for the faint of heart. What is that figure? You're saying that's the thing that's inside of Lightning McQueen?
Making this video is because there's still something that most Cars theories never talk about. Something that most theorists just pretend doesn't exist because it makes the weird and convoluted Cars franchise look tame in comparison. Yes, that is correct. This is no longer a Cars theory video. This is a theory about Mater's tall tales.
Why is it delving into something creepy? What is Mater's Tall Tales? Is that like his own show?
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
So, Cars is a weird franchise, but the weirdness is kind of contained to the fact that they are sentient cars.
You haven't seen those? Are they like shorts? I feel like I might have seen like short, like 2-minute episodes of Mater. Yeah, it's like a commercial.
Other than that, they're just kind of normal people doing normal things. Except for when it comes to Mater.
My name's Mater.
Mater?
Yeah, like Mater, but without the tuh.
Mater is Lightning McQueen's best friend, and he's kind of a dumb, lovable tow truck who was born...
Mater's actually Loki. He's a trick master that makes you think he's a car when in reality Mater's actually God. Mater's a serial killer in the car universe.
In Radiator Springs. Or I guess maybe...
Think Jeffrey Dahmer, but smarter.
Maybe in a mansion. They kind of retconned it in the new Disney Plus show. And he's just a pretty normal, simple guy.
He won 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
Except for the fact that he keeps accidentally ending up in weird, impossible situations. Like how in Cars 2, he accidentally became an international spy for the entire movie.
Agent? You mean like insurance agent? Like a good neighbor.
They have a State Farm ad in fucking Cars 2. Chat, and you guys are saying this movie's cinema?
Mater is there.
and then got knighted by the queen.
Sato Meta.
And if you thought Cars 2 was a weird departure for the Cars franchise, well then prepare yourself.
Bro, whenever I look at Mater, I just want them to scrub his ass clean, bro. Come on. He's so rusty. Yo, he would look so much... Why? Because don't you want to know what Mater looks like if he wasn't rusty as fuck? He'd be shiny as hell. They did do that.
For the insanity that is Mater's tall tales.
I used to be a fire truck.
What?
Daggum right.
Someone call Rescue Squad Vader!
See, I do not remember this.
These were a series of shorts that featured
Well, this isn't what he would look like. This is him painted red, but still.
Mater telling Lightning McQueen different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or when he met aliens, or literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And obviously, you just...
Wow, this is like a... Oh my god, you know when you see something that you know you've seen previously and it looks familiar, but it's like, I would have never recalled this unless I saw it again? This is like one of those things. Like, I feel like I saw this in like the dentists when they were cleaning my teeth and my mouth was open and I'm just watching the TV.
Assume that
Yeah,
these
I
are
just
all
unlocked a memory I would never have.
just made up stories because they're called tall tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger, Roger. That did not happen.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh, by the way, I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main Cars movies that we care about, right?
Yeah, but like, where is he going with this? That like Mater is some like superhero of a character that's just like pretending to be a small town tow truck? Yeah, he's like a being that's blending in with society when in reality he's not just like a small town guy.
Well, in Cars 3, we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creator...
Bro, that shit is so low quality. How did he make that out? Oh, that is Mater.
Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's tall tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Yes, way. You remember. You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Wait, is Mater God? Yo. Because he could just, like, Lightning McQueen had never been there because he doesn't remember it. But Mater just brings him to this like, universe where this is happening actively. Like, he could just create any scenario he wants into reality.
Mater reveals that Lightning was also in all of these stories, despite him having no memory of being there.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What? But remember, we know these stories are true, so why doesn't McQueen remember? Well, there is a funny theory that Lightning McQueen might have dementia from all of his many, many accidents.
Wait, that's actually a pretty sound theory. I mean, he's in the car universe, like, relative perspective of being, like, a fucking tight end in football. Like, this guy is getting CTE, yeah.
No! Ow!
Wow.
And that does feel like the easiest explanation, but there's one small detail that contradicts it. In Moon Mater, Mater becomes an astronaut and goes to the moon.
Houston, I have a problem. He needs a tow.
Where on earth are we gonna get a tow?
Well, that guy's got a tow.
That guy's got a tow. It's me, Tow Mater. Send him to the moon. Ooh, bad rocket design. Bad rocket design in Cars.
And later, we of course reveal
that wouldn't get to space.
That Lightning McQueen was
Kerbal Space Program
there too.
Why? Well, that's actually that is actually a bad rocket design that they abandoned. Like, this was a real rocket that used to have a plane attached to the fuel canister. Turns out it's pretty stupid to strap the astronauts to the side of something that's hyper explosive. I mean, it works. Yeah, it works, but I'm saying the rocket design that they just did with Artemis 2 is a lot safer because they could ditch it if they need to, versus you just being literally attached to thousands of gallons of highly explosive fucking rocket fuel.
And later, we of course reveal that Lightning McQueen was there too.
Joe thinks he's Elon. Yep.
No way. Yes, way. But that was nuts compared to you.
But there's a very strange detail at the start of this episode that doesn't quite make sense. Before Mater gets his astronaut suit, why is he blue? Now, this isn't the first time.
Because he used to work for Dynaco? I mean, I feel like that could be like the easy response, you know?
We've seen Blue Mater. In Cars 1, there was a brief flashback that showed Radiator Springs in its prime, and we could see that back then, Mater was a clean blue tow truck.
Oh.
Long ago. So, this Moon Mater story...
Well... No, I was going to say, wouldn't he be like copper and then rusted, kind of like the Statue of Liberty, or like oxidized? But no, he's a rusted car and he's brown.
Must have taken place.
So what metal would he be made of?
Around that time. But this...
Like steel?
Doesn't make sense, because Lightning McQueen only met Mater after he was covered in years' worth of dirt and old dents.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty! Boy, I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
He never knew Mater when he was blue, so how could he have possibly been in this story? So even if Lightning forgot, the timeline still doesn't make sense. And it's not like they even needed to make Mater blue in this short. The creators put in extra effort here just to make their story make less sense, but...
I always wonder, like, we watch these theories that Alex Bale and other YouTubers do, and I think they really, like, prove their point on these cinematic conspiracy theories. I think a lot of them, it's just like, oh, it happens to line up where, you know, in reality, these creators are just kind of making a bunch of stuff that kind of doesn't need to connect, and then a YouTuber connects it and makes it seem like, oh, Mater is actually an omnipotent god. But I'm saying, do you think there's ever, like, a script writer that actually is leaving hints in hopes of some YouTuber 9 years down the line creating some theory that's proving the thing that they've been waiting for? I feel like with certain, like, Gravity Falls, yeah. Gravity Falls, yeah. Like, there's certain shit like that where they're leaving hints and just waiting for people to pick up on it. But for, like, Cars, yeah, FNAF with Golden Freddy, like, there's lore there. But I feel like this is just...
Lightning that doesn't remember this. In Cars 1, Mater says this about a road Lightning made.
It's like it was paved by angels.
Oh, I tell you what, I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
Bet the roads even on the moon ain't this smooth. So, does that mean that, like, the tall tales of Mater take place chronologically after? Like, it's not actually a flashback. After Cars 1, 2, and 3 is when the tall tales happen.
But wait, at this point, hasn't Mater already been to the moon? Isn't I bet kind of a weird thing to say if Mater should know for a fact whether or not the moon is this smooth? It seems like even Mater himself had no memory of this story. A story that is proven to be true at the end of the episode.
That did not happen. Vader! Houston has another problem. Roger.
So, how does any of this make sense? It's almost like these stories only become true after Mater tells them, which kind of implies that
Mater has reality warping god powers. It's like the Death Note, but he can rewrite reality. He has a book that whenever he says something, it becomes true.
Look at the way Lightning reacts when we reveal he's also in the stories.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too. What? You was there too. What? That was nothing compared to you.
It's not like he'd been there the whole time. It's more like he was literally plucked from time and space and teleported into this story at this exact moment. Just because Mater said the words, "You was there too."
You was there too. What?
And then there's also the fact that even though these stories presumably take place many years ago in many different places, every single time, as soon as Mater finishes telling them, something from the story coincidentally appears right next to them.
Did so?
Did not.
Hello, Doctor.
That did not happen. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Again, it's like the mere act of Mater telling the story is what causes it to happen, which implies that somehow Tow Mater, the simple Radiator Springs tow truck, has the god-level ability to change reality just by speaking.
Yep, storm's on its way.
No way. Look at the sky.
Oh my god, in the regular movies, he could do it too? Wait.
Listen, I know this idea sounds really stupid and crazy, but if we look back through the entire Cars franchise with this in mind, suddenly, a lot of the
It always happens. If he says something's gonna happen, it happens.
weird inconsistencies in this dumb franchise start to make a lot more sense. Let's start with something small, like Mater's birthplace changing. Originally, we were shown that he was born in Radiator Springs.
You've never been outside Radiator Springs, have you?
Nope.
But in the new Disney Plus show, Cars on the Road, we are told that he was instead born in a rich family and grew up in a mansion on the east side of America.
You grew up here? Yep.
But let's go back and take a look at the first time.
Bro, then he really would be like an omnipotent god that just gets bored of the life that he's currently in. So every fucking so often he just tells a new story to change the reality that he's in. So he's always existed. He's a Nepo baby? No, he's living the Nepo baby reality right now because he's bored of being a guy from Radiator Springs. It's just Disney being lazy. That's a very boring perspective of it, George. Or the writers 15, 20 years ago thought out the entire lore of Mater prior to making the story.
In the first Cars movie, we can see a photo of Conehenge, which is the Cars world's version of Stonehenge. But later, in Cars on the Road, we see it's now been changed to Carhenge.
The sign said, "Don't touch."
So, why is this structure so inconsistent? Well, why did McQueen and Mater go to Carhenge in the first place?
Look, you picked the last 3 stops. Carhenge.
Anyway.
Because it was Mater's idea.
You picked the last 3 stops.
He probably previously told Lightning about Carhenge, which caused it to change. Okay, but these are just little inconsistencies. What about something big? How about the fact that the Cars franchise, a pretty simple series about cars racing each other, suddenly decided to make an entire movie about the funny side character becoming an international spy?
Mater, we've got to get that bomb off you.
Bomb? You. Why didn't my death ray kill you?
Death Ray? Doesn't that sound more like the plot of a Mater's Tall Tale? Well, actually, take a look at what happens at the end of the movie when we cut back to Radiator Springs.
So there we was, guns drawn. We was goners. But then, out of nowhere, this beautiful spy car swoops in from the sky to safety.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Oh, Minnie, please, come on. None of this happened.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
This is Holly Shiftwell.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Cars 2 was a Mater's Tall Tale. It follows the exact same formula.
That did
Oh my god, it was just a 2-hour movie about Mater.
not happen.
See you later.
Come on. None of this happened.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
And it all happened just because Mater spoke it into existence. This theory literally makes the insanity of Cars 2 make more sense.
You mean like insurance rate? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
This dumb...
God, that pisses me off, though. I hate watching movies. Why? Bro, because it's like, if something's an ad, I want you to tell me that it's an ad. And working in the social space, I am FTC required to tell you that something's an ad. But market placement in movies, you don't have to. So it's like, they subliminally message to you, hey, this is like a good product that cool people use. Like when you see a fucking Porsche in Resident Evil as a game. And they show it like 9 times that fucking Leon drives a Porsche. And he drives a Porsche Cayenne. That is the car that he drives. And they show how fast he gets from place to place. It's never say that it's an ad, right? They're paying to be there. Or if you ever see a movie and there's like a product that's like front and center, or they're just even having a conversation and he picks up like a Gatorade and is just like, yeah, and they're just having a conversation like that, ad, $1 million in the bag. They just paid for that shit. It's just product placement. Like every movie, they do it constantly. Some movies or shows, they do it so overbearingly bad that it's obvious. Stranger Things final season. I didn't even watch Stranger Things, but I saw the snippets. In Stranger Things, they'll have a talk and it'll be like, oh, this beef jerky's so good. And they'll fucking like show it to the camera. Oh, we got to go get Eggo waffles. I really want Eggo waffles. It's like, why are they like, why? It has nothing to do with the plot.
The State Farm joke also makes so much more sense now because Mater has the exact same powers from those State Farm commercials.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
With a sandwich. Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E? And can I get a hot tub? Well, don't you...
Wow, they don't make ads like they used to, bro. Why don't they bring back... Do they still make State Farm ads like that? They should do that shit again.
Remember, you was there too? What?
Mater is unironically the most powerful character in all of fiction. He could literally beat anyone in a fight just by uttering the words, "You was there too." And I believe that he has been secretly...
You remember when you fell into that lava pit and died? No. Well, you was there.
Manipulating the events... Boom! Of this entire franchise for his own benefit. Now, I don't really have any strong evidence to prove this, but to me, the start of the first Cars movie also kind of feels like another Tall Tale.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty! I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
Take whatever you want!
Oh my god, did Mater speak into existence that Lightning McQueen would be an all-star racer, and in reality, the only reason he's successful is because Mater wants him to be successful, because Mater likes him as a friend. Mater created Lightning McQueen and all of his success as a fabrication to be somebody that he enjoys as a side character, when in reality, Mater himself is the main character.
Just don't hurt me! A famous race car just happens to accidentally get stuck in the same town as Mater, and they become best friends for life, and he decides to never leave because Mater is just so cool.
My best friend, what are you gonna do?
That just kind of sounds like something Mater would make up to manifest a cool, famous best friend.
Holy shit, he spoke Lightning McQueen into existence?
Knowed I made a good choice.
Not even just, like, made him successful?
In what?
My best friend.
Wait, that's actually kind of disturbing. What the fuck?
Also, the way that Lightning gets stuck in Radiator Springs requires so many insane, unlikely coincidences that all have to happen perfectly at the same time that it kind of feels like it was caused by some kind of divine intervention. Both Lightning and his transport truck Mac needed to fall asleep at this exact part of the interstate, and also at the same time, these random hooligans needed to show up and decide to mess with Mac.
Yo, Wingo! Name change, man!
Yeah, I remember I thought these were the coolest cars in the entire movie, bro. Oh my god, the neon lights, like this purple one, dude. No, actually, like, if I had to be a car, I would be one of these, dude. They're like the street racer, like, high-modded car.
And also, this Lightning McQueen toy needed to fall at the right time and land on this specific button that opens the back of the truck. And also, this guy needed to sneeze at this.
Yo, actually, kind of like Final Destination. Have you ever seen the Final Destination movies where it's like, okay, people die in the most absurd ways, and it'll be like, in the new one... Spoiler alert, like a penny hits a fucking fan, which turns the AC off, which sparks another shard of glass to hit something, and then that it causes a gas leak, and then people fall to their deaths, and the whole place fucking explodes. It's like crazy, weird chain reactions that would never happen.
This exact moment to cause lightning to fall out of the truck. And also, there needed to be a similar-looking red truck nearby to confuse Lightning into driving towards Radiator Springs.
Mac! Mac! You're not Mac!
And also, this cop needed to be here, and...
Dude, I love how this guy, too, wait. His like, the rust on his car makes it look like he has a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, he's actually just, like, a sleepy trucker, but they make his character look just like a rusted vehicle.
Mac?
And also, this cop needed to be here, and his engine needed to be backfiring, which caused Lightning to think that
it's bugs, not rust.
Was being shot at.
He's shooting at me! Why is he shooting at me?
Which caused him to drive uncontrollably into Radiator Springs and wreck the town. Which finally caused them to imprison Lightning in the town with Mater.
You was there too.
What? Every single one of those insane coincidences needed to happen at that exact moment for Lightning McQueen to meet Mater and become his best friend. Which honestly makes more sense if it was all somehow actually divine intervention from Mater.
I knowed I made a good choice.
And what?
My best friend.
Oh my god, like he watched Lightning McQueen race. So maybe Lightning McQueen was just a famous racer and Mater was a fan. And Mater was like, I want him to be my friend. Oh, like really creepy, like.
Now, how did Mater obtain this god power? I honestly do not know. And believe me, I have looked everywhere in every piece of Cars media for an explanation. I even read the fucking comic books, but unfortunately, there is nothing. Mater just has this ability to change reality for some unexplained reason, and he is using it to live his best life and go on fun adventures with his best friend, Lightning McQueen.
Mater, how'd you like to come and see the world with me?
You mean it?
And you know what? Good for him. We can even see in the Cars 2 credits that after the movie, they travel the weird car-shaped world together and visit all the great car wonders of the world. And of course, they climb the iconic weird car-shaped mountains of this weird franchise. And that is my Cars theory. So thank you very much for watching.
But one last thing.
Hang on a second. Is this world's Matterhorn shaped like Mater? And yeah, look, it's even been renamed to be spelled like him. Wait a second. There is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. Wait, is Mater the reason why everything is cars? Is Mater just straight up God? So, in the Cars franchise, everything is cars. Except, there is one contradiction to that shows up repeatedly in almost every piece of Cars media. The logo for Dinoco kind of looks like a real dinosaur for some reason. The Dinoco logo. Dinoco is one of the racing brands that shows up all the time in this franchise, and their logo is a silhouette of a big dinosaur. But it's not the dino cars that we've seen in museums, it's clearly just a regular, non-car shaped dinosaur. It's a weird contradiction to the everything is car rule that pops up all over this franchise. Now, if there is some kind of car god that shaped the world into cars, why would he be so inconsistent with dinosaurs. It's a strange thing to leave out. It's almost like whoever created this world didn't know much about dinosaurs. Huh. Does that remind you of anyone?
I don't know much about these dino things. What happened to...
Oh, stop it. Stop it. No, but that wouldn't mean that he created it. Wouldn't that, because if he's saying he doesn't know a lot about, he can't be God. He can't be God. Mater cannot be God. Because if he didn't know a lot about dinosaurs, he just wouldn't include them. Wouldn't it be more realistic that Mater is like an omnipotent B-tier God that like stepped into this earth to then manipulate and change reality to his own liking, forgetting a lot about what dinosaurs actually are? Yeah, like a demigod of sorts. Like, he's not like an S-tier, like, monotheistic god. He would be like a sub-tier god that can change reality but didn't create it. Because if he didn't know a lot about dinosaurs, he wouldn't create them because he would have had to make dinosaurs what they are. Instead, he changed dinosaurs into car dinosaurs and left the Dinoco logo in some way because he didn't know a lot about it. That would make more sense. Yeah, he'd be like more like a Greek god than just the one god.
The dinosaurs now? I don't know much about these dino things.
Well, dadgum, McQueen boy, I tell you what, I sure do like me some cars. Wouldn't it be fun if everything was cars? I don't know about that, Mater. That doesn't really make any sense. Well, shoot, you should know, McQueen. You was there, too. What?
Wow. That was a fucking great theory. Yeah, maybe they were. No, but it wouldn't be that they were human. Like, that's what it would be, is that they were human and then he changed it. Imagine getting a Disney executive smiling, saying, so they figured it out. That's what I'm saying. I wish I'm hoping that a lot of these theories, or at least some of them, the writers actually put this in on purpose, just waiting for somebody to figure it out. All right. We'll get this last one in, and then we'll have to call it, chat. But, count me down. I asked 100 people their most controversial opinion.
What is your most controversial opinion?
I think I would date a
Bro, nope.
What? I'm about to ask.
I was about to say that I don't... Okay, that's a wild intro. I feel like that has to be clickbait. There's no way that's going to be the average take here. I was going to say that the average person's probably not going to share their most controversial opinion. Like, you're going to say something that's a bit lighter. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on camera and you say your most controversial opinion is like, you know, you think ketchup on eggs is normal. Like, it's probably worse than that. Like, you're not going to be like airing out on camera like a highly racist take or something like that.
100 random people for
unless you're a Twitch streamer.
The most controversial.
Oh my God, you interviewed this speaker guy. Holy ball knowledge. I see that guy all the time. Oh my God, I forget what he says. He says something and then he goes, woo, and he spins it.
Controversial opinion. And after we get 100, I'll be asking 100 different people to vote on which one is the most controversial.
This is insane.
Oh my God.
Let's start asking.
First of all, you can't change your gender. Why are we being gaslit into thinking that's a thing? That's not a thing. If you want to be a guy and you want to wear lipstick, if you want to wear high heels, that's cool. Do it. But you can't.
Well, I don't think they're arguing that. I don't think they're, because they're not arguing. See, that's the difference. See, here we go. All right, yeah, chat's gonna get triggered today. That's the difference. Is I don't think they're arguing about sex, right? Like, I don't think they're arguing male or female. They're arguing that gender is a spectrum, right? That's the conversation here.
Go get surgery and then just say you're a girl.
Taylor Swift is not talented. Very overrated.
Why do you think
what?
she's overrated?
Her singing is meh. She can dance, and her music tastes like unseasoned food.
I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, but I'm not going to say that she's not talented. Because if you're in a situation where you are a billionaire artist, you're doing something right. Like, there's a difference if you're, like, arguing about Too Slimy and, like, an underground artist of, like, whether or not they deserve hype versus somebody that's, like, actually one of the most popular music artists alive.
Unseasoned food.
Yeah. A&W is a really bad fast food restaurant.
I believe in every.
That's not controversial. I don't think that's controversial at all. I'm going to also say A&W has the worst root beer. A&W has the worst root beer. Mug and Barks is better.
Conspiracy theory about the government.
On hers, I'll say yes. I think it's naive to think we're the only ones out here.
So aliens are real.
That's not controversial. That, like, pisses me off. If somebody's, like, aired out a controversial opinion, say some crazy shit. Say, I believe in the firmament. I believe the earth is flat. I believe in aliens. I would say, like, 70% of people say they believe in aliens.
Yes.
I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. We had a top
Is this recent?
5 offense last year. We brought back George Pickens on the franchise tag.
See, that's actually a controversial opinion. That's not, like, it's not controversial, like, cancelable opinion. That is, like, a crazy take, though.
I'll be honest, I didn't really listen to what you said. I was just lost in your voice.
I really appreciate that. It just made my day.
Really?
The voice and the face for radio.
Definitely have the voice. Yeah.
If you're dating a man and there's a woman harassing him, calling his phone 24/7, it's his fault, not hers. Like, women aren't crazy like that.
He's making her crazy.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say that if you have somebody, if you're a man in a relationship with a woman and there's a third person, another woman, that's, like, constantly obsessing, that's not, like, his fault. Like, obviously he should block her, right? That's his fault if he's not blocking her. But if she's, like, making another phone number and texting you, it's like, how is that his fault?
Yes.
My controversial opinion is I feel like sex work is very glamorized and young girls shouldn't look up to that.
I don't like weddings.
I don't think most women look up to, like, sex work, but I don't think it should be, like, something like, if you're making $50 million doing OnlyFans, holy bag, you know, like, I'm not going to sit there and judge.
We've turned it into this whole money.
Wait, what did he say? Nah, I love this video. Wait, actually, I love this video.
Shouldn't look up to that.
I don't like weddings. We've turned it into this whole money grab.
ABBA is terrible.
Transsexual. Bro, I'm not even gonna say weddings are a money grab. I'm gonna have the take that I think funeral services are overpriced as fuck and profiting off dead people, but the best business to get into. Holy shit. That is guaranteed money. Everyone dies. What a fucking money farm, dude. Holy, you fucking, all you gotta do, I mean, obviously you're gonna have competition, but, like, dude, they're overcharging the fuck out of people for funerals. You gotta put down, like, $30K. Sometimes you want a good casket, you want to have a funeral service, you want to hold it somewhere.
Terrible.
Transsexual women are not real women.
There should be laws for...
I feel like there's gonna be, like, 30 takes of that. Like, that was the same thing the first guy said.
Real women.
There should be laws for walking on the sidewalk as there is driving on the road.
They're walking too slow.
Yes. There should be, it should be like pass on the left, walk on the right. But we have that sort of etiquette on escalators and shit. Or, like, those moving walkways. Bro, when somebody just stands in the middle and they're talking to their friend, I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of the way. I don't care if you want to walk with your friends side by side, but if you're all walking, like, sub 3 miles an hour, walk in a straight line. Walk like this.
Oh, you're supposed to walk on the right side. There should be a good flow going on.
I think, like, some places don't offer enough mat leave.
AI being used for art is ruining art as a whole.
One of my controversial...
I don't think that's that controversial. I think there's instances where AI Like, I feel like there's like a nuance to it where it's like there's instances where using AI isn't horrible, but like, yeah, AI in general is hurting the art field for sure.
Controversial opinions is that I freaking love fedoras.
People are very sensitive nowadays, like being scared to share your opinion because you're scared of getting canceled.
What is your most controversial?
I don't know. I think there's an instance where, yeah, people are too like soft in the sense of like, oh, sharing your opinions like gonna get people upset, so you don't. But I think a lot of people that have that take, the opinion they're not sharing is like eugenics. Like, that's the opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like, oh, see, I don't like people who don't like my opinion, and it's like, okay, well, what is it? Literally somebody being like, well, I think like some people should be like forcefully sterilized. Like, whoa.
Controversial opinion.
Yeah, this is the clickbait one.
I would date a rapist.
I feel like, bro, somebody told her to say that shit. There's no way.
I don't think it's that bad. You know, people could change. And if he says that he's changed, then I could forgive him and then we could be in love forever.
I think there's a lot of instances where people change, but in an instance where you're like an aggressive sex crime like that, that's...
Don't you agree? People could change, right?
Yeah, I think that's a different sentence, though.
I agree, people can change.
That's how I would date a rapist.
Why don't you just date someone who's not?
No, I could do that too, but like, if he tells me that he raped somebody, like later on, and I liked him, like, of course I'm gonna be devastated, but then like, he isn't raping anybody anymore because he stopped and he's dating me now. But I wouldn't mind dating everybody.
I don't like Drake when he's acting tough.
Why do you think he tries to...
Oh my god. Yo, can I throw in closed captions? I feel like I'm like, I keep having to rewind because I can't hear what they're saying.
I think it's just the idea that you're selling an image to people, both the people in the culture and the people outside the culture.
Time loops in movies are bull. So for example, in Interstellar, him being able to affect his own past from the future doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, I agree. That's all. Then you're getting into the idea that if you are able to go into the past and change something, that would just change. It would create another universe where that thing occurred. Like in Interstellar, when he goes and he hits the book. If you remember this scene, he hits the book and it makes the girl like remember the clock time or something, and it gives her a hint on what she has to do to save the world. Like that would save another world. That wouldn't save his world.
What about
Mine is that time loops are fine.
And you?
I think there's a middle ground and there's some constraints that have to be respected.
All of us should feel pain.
I feel like these three guys were just talking about time loops when this dude happened to show up. And now they're all having their own take on it.
More pain, the better, because that's how we grow as people.
Not talking about political opinions when you're like in a friendship.
So you think in a friend group you should keep your political opinion to yourself?
Yeah.
Dog. I think a political opinion in a friend group, it depends how close of a friend you are. I think like you could have you have a friend group, say you have a friend group of 10 people. You're all friends. I think you could share political opinions and be surface level friends, but the friends that you're going to be innately closer to are the ones that you agree with more. Like, for example, one of my closest friends is Chris Koshard. Me and him agree on like faith-based beliefs. Like we're both kind of agnostic, like almost atheists, right? We have very similar like political takes. Like in that sense, me and him agree on that, as well as having similar interests in gaming and life in general. But like I have friends that don't agree with my political opinion, but I am not as close to them. Not necessarily just because of that, but I think like you're going to be more surface. Like that's the thing. That's the trade-off. If you're not going to share your political opinion with your friend, you're not going to be as close to them as in MAGA. No, who's MAGA? Chris? No. Or are you saying the other friend? No, I'm saying more like if me and him disagree on like taxes or other issues, like I thought you meant Chris. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm saying me and him agree with each other. I'm not. Anyways, I'm saying if you have a surface level friend and you don't share political takes with each other, you could still be friends, but you're not going to be as close of friends as if like you knew each other's opinions in that sense.
Shouldn't be able to.
It's also very hard to be friends with someone for years and not share a political opinion. It's easy when you're in high school. But like when I was in high school, yeah, me and my friends didn't share political opinions with each other. But like once you're in college and out of college, that's just a part of like casual conversation. I don't think all you should talk about with your friend is politics, but like You'd have to be like, yeah, see, gas is $5. Anyway, I heard you like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
Just go on public sidewalks.
More public.
dogs shouldn't be able to go on public sidewalks.
Public sidewalks.
More public spaces should be kid-free, like restaurants.
I agree with that. I think there should be more adult-only specific spots.
Etc. Just 18 plus.
What do you hate about kids?
But they have that. There's bars that are even 25 plus. I went to a bar for the first time like maybe 2 months ago that was 25 plus. I walk in, they're like ID, hand it to them, they go, "You're not old enough." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not old enough. They go point at a sign. It says 25 plus. I'm like, brother, like, what, you think I'm gonna get all rowdy in here? Like, no, like I'm not understanding that.
They can be chaotic, running around.
25, yeah, they do that because 21 to 24-year-olds, like my age range, tend to be like more chaotic in bars. Whereas once you hit 25, you've kind of gotten past your blackout phase and you're more down for like mingle martini activity.
Screaming.
You shouldn't have to ask for ketchup when you're at McDonald's. I'll drive away and then I'll realize I don't have any ketchup. I can't turn around not in traffic. You know what I mean?
People want to think that having a higher degree.
That's one of the worst things too. Getting fast food, ordering sauces, driving away, maybe eating it in your car or getting home, opening the bag and realizing they didn't give you sauce. That ruins the experience. And I've had that happen, and like some people will be like, "Oh, dude, just use your barbecue sauce." It's not the fucking same. It's not the fucking same.
Degree means that you're successful. Oftentimes that doesn't really get you anywhere.
Not paying your rent isn't really that bad because it's just a pain in the ass to get evicted anyways. You can skip a couple months.
Have you ever missed your rent?
Yeah, it's worked out.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
On that line of property is theft.
I think Plan B should be free. Yes.
I just don't think that homeless people should be blamed for being homeless. It's like the city's fault.
Girls and guys can't.
Dude, we watched a whole video about homelessness where it was like society is built in a structure where the second you stop serving a city, the city just abandons you. Like, I'll agree with that. Like, I will agree with that. I think that if there's a large homeless population, it is largely the city structure's fault. I don't think every single homeless person is homeless because of the city. But, like if you're in San Francisco and there's just fucking homeless people everywhere, that's, like, a problem that is not just every individual fucked up and now they're homeless.
And be friends.
The state of Israel should not exist. Period, point blank.
And why do you think?
Dude, Israel, getting into that shit.
Think it should not exist.
AIPAC should not be able to... That's not even controversial to say, like, AIPAC shouldn't be able to pay politicians to sway their hand towards Israeli political opinions. Like, now you're getting... I feel like that would have been, like, if you talk about Israel in that sense... Like, that would have been more of a controversial opinion, like, 3 years ago, until, like, now it's becoming more and more prevalent in media that, like, Israel just has their hands in, like, every politician's pocket.
The creation of Israel was illegal to begin with. I mean, the UN and Britain decided that. Not really a fair shake. Also, the Palestinians were one of the only countries that was allowing Jewish refugees post-Holocaust into their country en masse. They were housing them, feeding them. They turned on them. And if Palestine is the land where Judaism originated, then how dare you? Because they are your people.
I think that hot dogs are sandwiches. Because if you think about like a sandwich, it's just bread, meat, and then...
What city is this? What fire-ass city is this? Is this in Toronto? I saw the needle. Bro, this is a public park. They're playing volleyball and drinking beers. Where, I feel like this doesn't exist in the U.S. This is awesome.
Bread, and then a hot dog. What's hot dog? Bread, meat.
I hate this conversation. I'm not even entertaining this. We've had the hot dog a sandwich too much.
And more bread.
We are 1/3 of the way there, and I'm pretty curious to see how the voting segment is going to turn out. But
Bro, it's all going to be on that one girl. It's all going to be on that one girl.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's head to the mall to ask more people.
What is your most controversial opinion?
I love that my phone listens to me because then I don't have to try and remember to look.
I think that targeted advertising is removing freedom of an individual, but is also kind of cool. when I get an ad for something and I'm like, wow, that's a good ad. Wow, that's a good ad. Wait, that's actually a product I'd use. I'm like kind of creeped out, but at the same time, I'm like, well, you know, I'd rather get advertised things that I care about.
Up certain things, it just sends me ads. I'm not important enough.
Nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide, so I'm like, sure, help me out.
Trump is an idiot.
Tipping culture is a bit out of hand. A lot of places it's expected, and the behavior to earn these tips is like not even granted. Sometimes I don't even know my waiter's name, and they ask for a tip.
I don't believe that there's God at all.
We pay a lot of taxes here.
I agree. Is that a controversial opinion? I feel like we're in a society where that's a controversial opinion when the neutral standpoint is that. If you're in the United States, it's out of the norm to be an atheist. But if you live in like almost any other country, that is like very normal. Like, I think in the United States or maybe North America in general, it's like odd, but to say like, oh, I don't believe in a God. Like, that's not that absurd. What are you talking about? If you are a human that is born, grown up, raised without learning about religion, the norm is to not believe in a higher being. So the argument that it's like, well, atheists have like, I saw some dude the other day go, I saw a Christian convert to atheism. I'm like, there's no conversion. It's not converting. You're not transferring faith, right? Atheism is just lack of faith. It's not like I'm transmitting to like a different fucking group of individuals. It's like, no, you just don't believe in it.
In Toronto, and
you're not converting.
I think we're getting our return on what we pay.
Girls playing boy sports. I think like girls can play any sport.
What kind of sport would be an example?
Football. Maybe that's why they invented rugby.
Do more girls play rugby?
I believe so. But that's not fair. See, we should get to play football.
In a relationship,
CTE, CTE, CTE.
the men have to pay more than a girl. I think like 90%.
90% men pay.
Yeah.
Messi and Ronaldo. I love Ronaldo because he have a lot of aura.
Well, I'm currently in a debate with someone about wrap pizzas.
Wrap pizzas?
Yes, instead of having like dough as the base, you have like a wrap, like a tortilla wrap.
And you like this?
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with that at all. The best part about a pizza is the crust. This shit looks disgusting. The idea of eating a pizza on a tortilla, oh my god. Yeah, that's that's actually a struggle meal. No, now we're like romanticizing a struggle meal.
You have like a wrap, like a tortilla wrap.
And you like this?
Yeah, it's delicious. And then you put corn on it. I'm so sorry, I know.
I'm worried the right wing is taking over.
We should be putting spikes on the road to reduce the number of cars.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that one.
You agree?
Yeah, why not?
Just spikes all over the road.
For the greater good.
Pineapple is good on pizza.
GPA does kind of matter in school.
Misogyny is probably more ingrained into society than we think it is.
I mean, I'll agree I think GPA matters, not in the scale of if you have a 3.5 and a 4.0. I think GPA matters if you have a 4.0 versus a 1.6. Like, if you have a sub 2.0 GPA, that's bad. You're not trying. I don't think school is the only thing that matters, but if you are averaging, like, Ds in all of your classes, you're being a bum. Like, that, broadly, that's it. Like, I don't think, like, having, like, a 2.5 or a 2.3 is bad. Like, you're still passing.
A lot of girls, for example, are less likely to pursue math, not because they're not good at it or, like, they're not sort of, like, naturally inclined. It's just because the way that girls are socialized, it's like we have a hard time excelling in subjects like that because we're not encouraged to try again if we fail at something. If men...
Well, I think that's the same thing with, like, the idea of, like, men being better than women at video games. Like, I think the reason that's the case in instances is not because men are naturally better than women at video games, but because men societally start playing video games at a much younger age. Like, if you see a woman, like, there's a lot of Twitch streamers that are women that are crazy good at video games, and they played video games since they were a kid. Like, if you pick up video games when you're 16, you're going to be far worse than somebody that's been playing video games since they were 6. Like, I think that's the thing. It's like, if somebody's shitty at video games, it's because they don't have experience. There obviously is a gap between, like, somebody that's lack of experience versus somebody that's just experienced in okay. Like, I think every human, oh, maybe, I don't know if I want to say this. I was going to say every human's capable of hitting gold in, like, Valorant, but I don't know. Like, there are genuinely people that are just hard stuck bronze in ranks.
Fail at something.
Even in League's different because you have to play, like, if you're not buying an account that could play ranked, you have to build an account up to be able to play ranked. But I think if you gave me 2 months on League ranked, I could hit, like, silver, like, mid-silver.
They are more likely to sort of pick themselves.
No, you couldn't. If I fucking played it every day, I'm saying after, like, chat, I'm saying I play the game, level up my account. So already I have, like, a month of playtime. And then I have another 2 months of ranked play to, like, get silver.
Back up and, like, try again.
What is your most controversial opinion?
You would be Freelo. Buddy, you have not seen me on Warwick, okay? You have not seen Joe Bart 5 on fucking Warwick, pal, okay? I hit R better than anybody else.
Okay, I think that school should be optional for people who truly want to go.
What level of school?
High school should be optional.
If you made high school fully optional to a point where, like, it was, like, very normal to just not go, there would be, like, a good chunk of the population that would have a very lackluster education. Like, you would split the population from, like, very, like, average people, intelligent people, and then people that literally just have, like, no education whatsoever.
For people who really, really want to.
What about you?
I think that voting should kind of be the same way because I think that if we let younger people who want to vote, then maybe we would have a more willing society.
You would say
no, you don't no.
Lower the voting age.
I would say, like, you should be able to apply to vote at a younger age.
I'm not a big...
Fuck no. Okay, maybe I could get under the idea that, like, 16-year-olds should be able to vote because there's a large amount of 16-year-olds that hold jobs. They have an income, they get taxed. So in that sense, you could have a say. But the problem with that is, like, if you lower the voting age, the majority of the people in that demographic are just going to be voting for who their parents tell them to vote for. Like, they're not actually going to have a well-informed opinion on anything. Like, they're just going to be voting for what people tell them to.
Donald Trump fan?
With overpaying taxes, the younger generations can't afford a home. So there's something wrong with the system that we live in, right? I have a home, I'm a homeowner, and it's still very difficult.
I don't think I can remember if I ever had one.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
To be more done for disabled people and wheelchair users to get around the city.
You would like it to be easier?
Yes. Very much so.
Bulbasaur as my starter.
So you would...
I mean, I don't know the fucking, like, layout of Toronto and how it works for disabled people, but I'm going to have the take in general that I think that cities should have more accessibility for not only disabled people, but also people that are just walking on foot. A big problem in the United States is just, like, everything's so car-driven that, like, even if you want to go on a bike ride, you're just riding in the middle of a road. Like, you're going to die.
Pick Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
What do you like about Bulbasaur?
Bulbasaur's the starter.
Or so much.
You got that bulb. You got that sword. You be soaring.
Anything else?
You got that vine whip.
Affordability crises are not something that we can overlook.
Pineapple belongs on pizza. That the world is...
Bro, what is that? That's not even I don't think that's a controversial take. Like, having a Hawaiian pizza is, like, chill.
Getting better.
Why do you think the world is getting better?
There's innovation happening, and with AI, things are going to become more efficient. I just think the world is getting
Pineapple should not be near pizza. Why?
better, no matter what. We just have to wait, like, a few thousand years, probably.
Yeah, well, we'll all be dead, so that won't matter.
Hey, you dropped it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
You have so many different religions telling you a lot about different parts of your pray and how things supposed to go in life.
You believe in only one religion?
Yeah, only one.
And which religion is that?
The real one, nice religion.
Some people shouldn't be allowed to fly. They don't know airplane etiquette. Only go up when you're zoned.
Well, I think anybody that believes in a religion believes that their religion's the only religion. Or not the only religion, but the only right one. Like, that's also not a controversial opinion. If you're somebody that's Christian, you're not like, Well, you know, people, Hinduism might be real. Like, no, you believe your religion, because it's always like, oh, this is what's right, you know?
Some people shouldn't be allowed to fly. They don't know airplane etiquette. Only go up when your zone is cold. Don't stand up immediately.
Oh my God, yes! Motherfuckers, they crowd around the fucking NPC activity. Why are we rushing to get on the plane? It's not speeding up the process. And so I'm like, they're standing there, and then my zone's called, and they're still standing in front of the line. I'm like, hey, are you in line for the plane or what? And they're like, no, I'm just waiting. I'm like, buddy, you're group 8, and they're on group 2. Sit down.
Put your personal item under the bin unless there's space above, that kind of thing.
I'm not happy with the way President Trump runs his state, whatever.
I really don't have any. I'm just happy to be here, happy to be sitting next to you.
I don't think it's controversial, though, is it? Because
no, I just said I don't have any, big head.
Listen, I said I'm not happy with Mr. Trump.
Okay, that's good. That's good for you.
That bike lane should be controversial. Like the fact that we're talking about tearing it up still, like, it's insane.
Criminals should be held more accountable for their actions.
I don't love tipping culture.
What does that mean? Like he's saying the punishment should be worse? I think if a controversial opinion is, I think the majority of crimes should focus on rehabilitation rather than punishment, because I think it's proven that a large majority of criminal penalties end up instilling worse values into the criminals themselves rather than reforming them and making them functioning society members.
Culture. I feel like people in this world, they try to say LeBron's the GOAT, they say LeBron's the best to ever do it, but then they haven't seen me.
Why aren't you in the league?
Humble.
What is your most controversial opinion?
I don't think we should give good customer service to people who are just really bad to you. Like they're like super rude.
So you should be able to ignore them, fight them, just like a 1-2, like a quick.
Let's settle it in the fitting rooms, you know?
More privacy.
Exactly. And the other customers don't need to see nothing.
And which store do you work at? Which location?
On that note, it was time to head to the third and final location.
Oh no, getting drunk people to share their opinions.
What is your most controversial opinion?
That Michael Jackson is still alive.
Why do you think he's still alive?
I believe it in my heart, and he had like a closed casket. I think it's also just because I want him to be alive because I love him.
What are your thoughts about the kid stuff?
I don't think he did it. I think he's innocent.
Just go with the flow. Big guard.
I can't believe they found this guy.
Just for themselves. I know it's really complicated. It's just ups and downs. Just go with the flow.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Shawarma's the best.
Why is everybody saying hee?
Food ever.
Men should
So double back-to-back Michael Jackson references.
Shawarma's the best food ever.
men should always pay on all dates.
Do you think men should pay 100% of the time?
I think yes, because they are providers. If he doesn't have money, he should not have a relationship.
I think men should like offer to pay. I think a first date, it's chivalrous is the better way to put it. If you're a man taking a woman out on a date, you're not required, but I think it's very chivalrous to be like, I'll pay.
Sadism is underrated. Everyone has a point in their life where they have to realize sadness is part of the life and they have to deal with it no matter what.
Like, you know how right now we eat like 5 times a day? That's actually us being a cactus in a rainforest. If you think about it from like evolutionary biology perspective, we could go like days without our next meal.
So do you think more people should be fasting?
100%.
The healthcare industry isn't made for women.
I'm from Ukraine, alright? I don't support Russia in any sense or Russian people in any sense. I hate everything about that.
Kids is a choice. I've chosen not to.
That we don't treat life.
Yeah, I think that's also a pressure. I think there is like, well, I mean, it's not really a controversial opinion anymore. I think you have like a society, not even society. I think being alive instills the idea that you should have children because you're only alive because all of your ancestors decided to have kids. It's a choice. I mean, but you see like decreasing birth rates in a majority of countries. So more and more people are not having kids. Or if they are having kids, they're having 1 kid instead of 2 or 3 or 4.
As it should be.
How do you think we should be treating life?
People like the complication. Pardon my French. We like to complicate it. Life is so simple. We don't need to worry about a 9-to-5 schedule. About do I need this or do I want that? It doesn't matter about that. It's just
First date, man has to pick.
I don't know if this first pick for the Leafs is going to change anything next year.
I think gambling supports positive mental health.
I think that
W take.
I think that humans should die. We're really bad for the planet. We're the most selfish creatures to ever exist.
We are kind of a parasite. We are effectively, humans are a parasite. We have spread all over the earth and changed it to what we want. I don't think we should die, but like, I think we got to recognize that we're effectively a virus. Like, we've done so well over other animals that we basically see ourselves as non-animals.
If you look at dinosaurs, you watch a dinosaur documentary, they've been around for billions and billions of years. They've come back bigger. Humans have been here for not even a fraction of the time, and we're destroying each other.
Yeah, but we have cool things like Angry Birds and Flappy Bird and My Singing Monsters and like Squid Games and yeah, like Fortnite.
We're cruel to each other. We're mean to each other. We want to like get rid of each other. And
yeah, Cars 1. Somebody's in Cars 1 and 3. Don't talk about Cars 2. Don't talk about Cars 2. Cars 2 is a bad movie.
we should just all die for the planet.
For the planet.
For the planet.
Yo, I think peptides should be FDA approved and legal.
It's not all that great to own a home. Renting is way better.
Get rid of like the gentle.
Depends on the situation. I think you can't really have that as a blanketed statement. You can't just say renting is better than owning. It's like really depending on a variety of factors.
Parenting. Bring a little.
Where you live, what's your income, what type of thing you're buying, how much your rent actually is.
Bring a little bit more discipline back. Kids aren't scared. They're entitled. Not that they have to be scared, don't get me wrong, but they have no respect anymore.
Drake is not that good. Drake is not. Oh. Sorry, Iceman dropped. Ooh. The album was mid. Maid of Honor was mid. Absolute dog water.
I'm Persian. I'm against the monarchy. I don't think it's good. A lot of people love it. I don't like it.
I feel like pandas are just polar bears in disguise.
So they're secretly polar bears.
Yeah.
So how did they become pandas? And why are they pandas?
I think like the government dyes them.
How did you first come to this
Nah, because pandas have such low sex drives that they have to watch panda porn to get it up. They can't be polar bears in disguise because polar bears don't have that problem. Polar bears mating is not an issue. Pandas, on the other hand, are in part endangered because their sex drive is so low that they literally do not reproduce.
Conclusion.
Deep dive on Reddit. McDonald's is overrated.
I mean this like from a good place in my heart, bringing back masculinity. I feel like men can provide for women. I'm like, if they just do that more, it'll make women want to be not out at the club and instead like at home with you and everything like that.
What is your most
I don't know. I feel like just because a male can provide for a woman in a masculine sense doesn't reduce the chance that the woman's not going to want to go out to a club. Like, if a woman's an extroverted person that likes partying, they're just going to like doing that. I don't think you being able to pay for things for them is going to change that.
Actual opinion.
That men's voices aren't low anymore.
My most controversial opinion is I think truck drivers are compensating with their trucks because they're compensating for something else.
Men don't have the capacity to not be lustful.
So you think all men are lustful?
Yes.
I don't like sushi.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like a biological, like, if you're arguing that, like, men are lustful creatures, that's like, you're kind of just saying, like, do men, I don't really know what she's trying to say there.
I don't like sushi either.
You're Asian and you don't like sushi.
Well, I'm Chinese. I don't really like peanut butter. It gives me a headache. We should teach religion in schools.
Why does peanut butter give you... Hard disagree. Hard. Okay, actually, no, I don't disagree. I think if you could teach religion in schools, if you teach all religion in schools. I think the problem occurs when you have a school that only instills one religion. If you have a class that instills multiple world religions, then it's an education standpoint rather than a, hey, I'm trying to convert these people.
And what about you?
I guess.
So also teaching religion in school.
That Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah, I don't dislike that. Like, I went to a Catholic school growing up, but senior year we took world religion. And that was like one of the coolest classes. Because if you're sitting there going, you know, through every different not every religion, but you're going through so many different religions every month. So it's like 1 month you're on Christianity, then 1 month you're on Islam, then 1 month you're on Judaism, then you're on Hinduism, then you're on Buddhism, and then you just like keep going through the different, and you're learning about it.
And what about you?
I guess.
So also teaching religion in school.
That Daenerys Targaryen is the prince that was promised, and it's not Jon Snow, and you can't convince me that it's
I don't know what she's saying.
Jon Snow.
Not Jon Snow.
I don't like Chipotle.
What about you?
I don't think you should drink on random days. You should only drink if you're like getting drunk. Why are you drinking otherwise? Like that's a waste of money.
Yeah, I will agree. I think I mean, maybe that's an alcoholic take, but I think like, why are you drinking? Why are you drinking if you're not getting drunk? Like, I mean, maybe a glass of wine with dinner, I get, but if it's like, I'm just gonna have one beer.
Before I knew it, I was at 99 opinions with one more to
Like, I'm not just drinking one beer. I'm either having no beers or 8 beers.
go.
What is your most controversial opinion?
I would say feminism.
What about feminism?
What about it?
Now that we have 100 controversial opinions, it's time to put them all on a board and ask 100 more people to vote to determine the most controversial one of them all.
Bro, it's gonna be number 17, bro. There's no way it's not.
The board with all 100 opinions. Now let's go find 100 more people to vote. On this board, there are 100 controversial opinions. All I need you to do is pick which one you think is the most controversial.
Okay. Maybe that is Christianity.
Perfect. I think this one, yeah.
The world is
getting better, yeah.
Could you just make a small tally right under it?
Did he write that other one down?
Just a line up. Perfect.
You can't change your gender. It's very controversial.
Perfect.
In relationship, men should pay 90% of the time. Okay, that's controversial.
90% is too much, you think?
Yeah, it is too much. It's like,
Yeah, we ain't got too much money out here.
The first few
Yeah, I mean, I was forgetting how many other fucking whack-ass takes there were.
people all picked different answers, but as I approached 25 votes, one opinion was clearly standing out.
So we have asked 25 people to vote so far, and right now, there is one opinion that is taking the lead.
Bruh.
I might need like more space for the tallies later on, but I guess we'll see.
Okay, oh my god, I would date a rapist. Yeah, that's crazy.
This is insane. I would date a rapist. This is the most controversial opinion I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think realistically that's gonna get like 60 votes.
Dating a rapist is pretty bad.
Oh god, really?
What do you mean, really?
I think you were saying really like somebody put that down.
Sorry.
We are halfway there. We have 50 votes total. Right now, there is one opinion that is taking the lead.
Why is I love fedora hats the most controversial opinion for 4 people? There are probably 20 other things that you could put that are that is a clown answer.
At 26 votes.
Although one opinion was pulling far ahead in the votes, there was another opinion that surprisingly caught people's attention.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably another one that's like pretty. There's got to be like 2 or 3 that get a lot of votes.
Too.
What do you dislike about fedora hats so much?
Just not a fan of how they look.
Who the hell's wearing fedoras?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a scary one.
I mean, fedora hats is up there, though.
Yeah.
Fedora hats is very up there.
Fedora hats.
Oh my goodness. What did a fedora hat do to you?
After 100 votes, the results were pretty one-sided.
The second most controversial opinion was I love fedora hats.
Surprisingly, people weren't a big fan of fedora hats for some reason.
Like, I get number 3. Like, I get number 3. People being like, okay, I'm a vote. That's kind of crazy.